All right, there we go. Now I'm live. All right. Hello and welcome everyone to Wednesday Night Fights, episode 27. I am Big Papa Chunk as always, and with me tonight, start off is going to be the one and only SlyTiger, and then the other one and only Valkyrade. How are you two homies doing this fine evening?
I'm doing pretty well. Not a whole lot going on today. Work's kind of slow, but it's always a good night Wednesday, of course, because we always get some awesome SoulCalibur on Parsec, and I'm excited to see who we have tonight.
Yeah, I realize I should frame that question. I should ask one of you, and then let the other one have the turn after. That way, I don't have to. You don't have that awkward like, all right, who's gonna attack first?
Yeah, normally I wait a second to see if somebody else talks. I'm like, okay, it's been a second, and then they start talking as soon as I do.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, it's hard to do. Anyway, cool. Well, again, thank you both. Glad to have you all here. Thank you for helping me out for tonight. So, as always, we have our Matcherino set up. Again, set up and organized by the lovely LevelUp staff. So, we have our Matcherino for tonight. It is, if you click !Matcherino into the Twitch chat, it will bring up the link, and then there's a small little description on how to claim the free coupon code. So if you haven't done so yet, if you've never done so, or you just forgot, there are free coupon codes you can use to add 50 cents to the pot. Thank you, Father Ramon. Welcome, everyone. Welcome everyone in. Yeah, I'm doing the Matcherino spiel. So for those of you who just got here, hold up, let me. There we go, the Matcherino thing. Oh, there it goes. Cool. So click on the Matcherino link and go to the top right after you've logged into your Matcherino account and click claim code. Mine should already be claimed. Yeah, I have to refresh the page because mine should already. But you click that and it adds a free 50 cents into the prize pool automatically. All you have to do is just register on Matcherino. Very simple and easy to do. So if you have not done so already, I would very much appreciate it if you could just go ahead and click that button because it costs you absolutely nothing. There are also our Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube follow, subscribe quests and whatnot that will add a little bit of money to the prize pool if you just simply follow one of those accounts. So if you're interested in helping out the prize pool that way, you can do that as well. And then you can also click the orange contribute bar and add in your own money. You think you use the easiest way, you just connect your PayPal to the account and things like that. But if you want to donate, you add your own money to the prize pool and make it look a little fatter and nicer. You're more than welcome to as well. Again, this prize pool gets split among our top 3 players for the night. I want to big shout outs to Rotary Lover for putting 10 of his own buckaroonies into the pot already. So thank you very, very much for that. All right, I'm going to go to the ad slideshow and I'm going to call up our first opponents for tonight, which are going to be Abyss and Exander.
All right, cool. I'm down for that.
So we got. Go ahead.
Yeah, Abyss Commando, our resident Kilik player of NorCal, the one that actually competes. Very aggressive play style, coin flip master himself, up against Exander, who I believe is a Cervantes player, or Mina, and I believe also has a Mina.
It's a Hilde. Unless you're talking about Abyss. I know Exander has a Hilde. Abyss Commando also has a Maxi in the works.
Welcome to the stage.
Oh, yeah, I think we'll see it today. I think I played as Maxi once, but he's definitely more comfortable on the Kilik.
Oh, oops.
Yes.
I should start the bracket. That will help.
Oh, dude, my bad. I didn't mean to hurt you in that way. I played. I feel like calling someone a Mina player that isn't a Mina player is like. It's like saying like
what, a casual, easy mistake to make. I don't know what you're implying. Some Mina players are nice people, and I like them very much.
Yeah.
Some people don't think so. I think Mina players are sweethearts, but you know.
Some of my favorite people in this community play some Mina. That's all I have to say.
now they're spamming it. Thanks, Exander. We get it.
Let me see that Mina though. Today actually is Mina only bracket. You'll be DQ'd if you don't play
if you
Mina.
don't play Mina.
I mean, if I wanted to.
It's the Mina bracket.
Yeah.
Next week it's the Ivy bracket.
You know, I was talking with Crazy J. He actually wanted to host an Ivy only bracket back in February for Valentine's Day. But that never came to fruition. I thought that was
All
a very
three of them?
That would have been fun.
Yeah, I thought that was a very, very clever idea. But anyway, all right, here we go. Xander sticking on Hilde.
Alright, just like that, Abyss runs up, tries to get something going. Wow!
And a lethal hit from Exander right over the 4A.
What?
These are big reads. Now the pressure's on.
Oh no!
Wall combos. Damage.
Oh my gosh.
Just trying to poke the BB into a monument, just not going to get anything done, but the BB does connect that time with the run counter on the 6AA.
Yeah, I don't think this aggression's quite working against Exander right now. I think Abyss has to pick his battles a little bit more wisely.
And a run counter. He's going in with a big vertical. Exander just running away with this round again. Oh, but the throw's going to get broken. And he ducks under the high, gets a counter hit to a KO.
Yeah, and that was pretty much one poke, and that was it for Abyss.
It was literally, he just got the damage from the throw break.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, but the 440.
Dude, that did 60 damage. Alright. Oh,
Looks like Abyss Commando's getting something going on here, going in with the wall combo.
Yeah, and probably the soul attack. No soul attack, probably gonna go for a mix-up instead.
Good duck by Exander, though, under the Monument K.
Right, I like the soul charge right after, so the back turn K wouldn't come out.
And the tech crouch on the charge A is really paying off for Exander right now. He's about to make this comeback, but not quite. He gets poked by a low.
Full crouch 1B? Hey, at least it's safe.
Oh, the 4-4B whiff punish. Now the run counter on the 3A is going to get something, but Exander going in for a throw, but it's going to get broken.
Ooh, nice patience from Abyss. Oh, another monument.
Oh, and that's going to be a lot of damage here. One more reset, but it's not going to work. Great GI by Exander here, going in for some big damage on this wall.
However, you only need really one more mix-up. Yep, and just 2K. Good timing, trying to snuff that out. He delayed that 2K just enough where Exander would be like, okay, I'm a press. I think it's safe. But
completely even now, except for that run counter going in. They both have 2 bars of meter. Wonder how they're going to use it, but it doesn't look like Exander is trying to use it.
Full charge coming up real soon from Abyss right now. I think he's going to wake up with it. Yep. He has to. He doesn't have a lot of...
Oh, and a whiffed RI is going to leave Exander winning this game with a perfect.
Yeah, I kind of wish Abyss should have... you know, use his soul charge a little earlier instead of using it as a panic. But
yeah, I agree.
I think Abyss could bounce back from that. That was just a whiffed RI that I believe was just barely too late. That didn't, you know,
a little bit early, I would say, because it happened after.
Right.
So great GI by Abyss Commando here, going in for good combo.
36 damage. Let's go. Yeah, the Kilik post GI game, although it's a little better, I mean, no, it's a little worse per se in terms of damage, but the carry has been really, really gutted. So there, you kind of have to make that decision if you want to go for damage or a ring out.
Yeah, I always have trouble against Kilik's post GI game personally.
Well, it's literally a coin flip, so
yeah.
I mean, everyone would have trouble. Just gotta get lucky. And wow, Abyss has actually been taking his turn for a long time right here. Yeah, but that's going to be it for that round. Abyss really turning on the Jets. I like this.
Alright, so Xander, 2 rounds down here, is going to take some damage from the run counter, but he's going to come back, giving a bit of a life lead into the wall pressure, but the whiff from the charge A is going to lead into Abyss Commando getting a lethal hit. From
that could have been
wall
A+B. That was perfect spacing for a 6B plus K right there. However, Abyss still very comfortable. Oh, just barely fuzzes into the Hell Sweep. Alright, the instant soul charge right there. Oh, that's minus something, I'm pretty sure. Alright. We're gonna see fat combos from Hilde. Just like that. Oh, maybe the back turn K? Nope, that's gonna get blocked.
No punish on
BB.
the back turn K.
Yeah, that BB is actually I-18, I believe. Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, from Hilde, it's slower than most BBs. I think it's either 16 or 18.
16 is already a few characters have that, but if it was 18, I'd be very surprised. It looks like Best Commando is about to take this game with the Monument and the GIs.
He confirmed that lethal hit. I'm proud.
I-16, thank you.
Yeah, I-16. Thank you. I believe Servi also has a slower BB as well.
So does Maxi.
Oh, I did not know that. But why does it still track me?
Because he doesn't have a real BB. His B by itself goes into stance.
Yeah.
But anyways, Abyss Commando and Exander duking it out a bit. Oh, good run counter here from Exander. And the GI's gonna whiff from Exander. Abyss Commando is gonna take this round with the jump B.
Yeah, the 4-4 KB actually nets you about 76 damage if you get the just frame, and if you use meter,
but the horizontal comes out a little bit later than the monument, fortunately for Exander.
Oh, I like those plus frames. Instead of actually going for the charge like normal, no back turn K, goes for a horizontal to catch the step.
Not able to jump the A, B, but the monument is going to come do the work for Abyss Commando as well, mixing you up with a low from downtown and a launch. That's going to be another round, putting Abyss Commando at set point.
The string pressure actually from that 6-6 KKB, the 3 hits, is very good. Also unpunishable by Hilde because it's only minus 10.
Punish.
Oh, that's going to be some damage. Yeah, and just like that, Hilde brings it back with a few mix-ups. The damage is crazy on this character. However,
great throw by Exander here. Abyss Commando is not going to break it that time, but the 4A is going to throw, and a 1A hold. It's going to put Exander by the wall. It's not breaking these ground throws. He's going to get upper high. It's going to be unblockable. He's going to get a big lethal hit. But Xander's still alive. He does have the life lead, even though he has barely any health. On the jump, he's going to go right over the low. We're going to the final round.
So that wall combo actually was not optimal at all. However, it doesn't really matter at that point. But we're going to see a wall combo.
Yeah. Oh, no lethal hit.
Yeah, custom combos on deck.
This is going to be really hard for Xander to come back, but he is capable. We're going to go into Soul Charge here. And the Soul Charge in return from Abyss Commando.
Oh, he wants to go for the 60k Slide B lethal, which you have to use the healing move to get. Actually, we'll see what happens here, and that's going to be it.
That's going to be it. Abyss Commando takes the set 2-1.
Yeah, the wall combo, the optimal wall combo for that would have net around 170 damage plus Oki, and instead we saw the Asura come out because I don't think Abyss knows that the unblockable will wall splat on a lethal hit in Soul Charge.
Okay.
And, yeah, it does like a lot of damage, and you heal off it too because you have to use the pokey move. So it's just like, yeah, Kilik and Soul Charge pretty good. Not gonna lie, pretty good.
All right, so our next match, who are we gonna have?
Ooh, Vetwise and TJMcBiggs.
Vetwise and TJMcBiggs, so it's gonna be a Raphael versus 2B match.
Yeah, and I believe Raphael does have the frame advantage on this matchup. However, 2B will have the mix-up advantage.
And range advantage.
And yes, range. Well, that 4-4B from Raphael, hella long, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I agree. He does have some pretty, like a 6-6B plus K. The bleed, whereas the 15% guard damage. So plus that the BB is going to interrupt your soul charge every single time without having to time it yourself.
Oh, so it's plus like 10.
Yeah.
Or 8, 10, 10.
It would be 8 because prep B is, I believe, 10 frames. Or it'd be plus 8.
Right. And
Or it would have to be odd framed.
well, because activation's on frame 6. And if BB is 14.
Plus 7? Okay, I was right. It is odd framed.
7. Oh, that's why it stuffs it. Okay.
Yeah, because Talon has something that you can do that, but you have to delay your attack by 1 frame in order to stuff the soul charge.
Bro, I ain't...
Because it's even framed.
1 frame, bro. Frame perfect for a stuffed soul charge? I don't know if I want to lap that.
It's actually, to stuff a soul charge, you need to hit frame 3.
Yeah. To take the meter as well, right?
Yep, to take the meter as
because
well.
if you hit them on frame 2, then they just get hit without the soul charge meter
I'm
burn.
pretty sure it's a counter hit.
Yeah. Let's see. I believe... Yeah, because Kilik's BB after 4KK will stuff pretty much every option, but won't kill the soul charge meter. But it'll stop you from soul charge.
Yeah, if you delay it by a frame, then you can eat the meter too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna delay my actions by 0.166 seconds.
Yeah. It's possible though.
Yeah. if you're a legend. However, I believe 2B also has... Okay, well, I think the Raphael, if they play like the pressure game, 2B can't even run the mix-up game. She has to keep blocking, wait for turns, and get like minuscule like to take her turn back. Like AA, I mean, but some of those transition into aggression stance, I believe.
Yeah, she has some really strong. Not all of her stance transitions are the same, so some are going to be more plus than others. But she does have ways to prevent herself from getting punished in almost every stance transition situation. So it's really up to how well that Wise is going to be able to guess the AGS,
right?
If that is the strategy that TJMcBiggs decides to take.
Right. And I believe TJMcBiggs also has a Mitsurugi as well.
Never seen it myself.
He also needs a moment to reset some things, so I'm going to switch to Florida Man and Incorrect Defense.
Okay.
Swag. All right. Incorrect Defense is also a 2B player, and we're going to see Florida Man on the Haohmaru as usual.
And he has a Mitsurugi.
Yes.
He has like one of everything.
Florida Man has one of everything.
Well, I was Incorrect Defense as a Mitsurugi.
Oh, wow! It's like 2B players have a hive mind or something.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Oh, are we in here?
I see a Kilik.
Let's go.
Incorrect defense with a...
Is this Incorrect Defense? I mean, I know Florida Man usually likes to take 1P to pick music. Oh, that's definitely Florida Man.
Wait. But the Kilik?
Yeah, that Kilik.
Incorrect
see that coming.
Kilik. I believe I've seen it before. Watch him get Haohmaru like last time.
That would be hilarious. And you know, if you make creations of your character, you have a higher chance of getting them in random.
Yeah. Or who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be?
Astaroth.
No.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's been playing this character, so he's probably grinning ear to ear right now.
Yeah, he's like, uh-oh. 2A, good option. Like, tech crouching moves are pretty good against him this matchup. Oh, the step 2G, also a very good option in this matchup. However, Kilik Astaroth is actually, I believe Kilik flavored slightly. Depends on how the coin flip goes.
How do you think Astaroth's armor does against Kilik? Does he have a lot of multi-hitting moves that would stuff that?
It's higher than Nightmares, right?
Yeah. So the damage threshold that you need in order to break it is higher than Nightmares.
Okay,
I
mean,
but loses to multi-hit.
Right. So 6A plus B is an option. That's an option.
AAA is an option.
BB is also an option.
Okay, that sounds like that's a lot of pretty good moves to stuff his armor then.
6 BB will get the lethal hit on the armor.
Oh wow, that's
Because
nuts.
technically considered a counter hit.
Yep.
And we might see a perfect coming up soon.
And there it is with the 2A.
Right.
Alright, this is looking to be a pretty good set so far.
Oh, he stepped forward.
going into soul charge. Ooh, but he's gonna get launch punished. Now we get the soul attack
Oh
and
my
break
goodness.
attack. He did not get a lethal hit, but I guess that doesn't count as a... oh, that's going to be a 2-2B, and it could have been a ring out, but it looks like the combo was dropped.
Alright, plus... No, well, trying to go for some heals maybe?
And a throw. That's going to be
apart.
big damage. 1,
Low
2A,
coming in, yep.
or other low, yep.
Yeah, so that combo actually is 2A Slight B, but maybe he wanted some heals, so maybe that's why he got the poke instead. Alright, not really minus 20 there.
Alright, so we're going to get some damage while rising B as a punish under the whiffed throw of Florida Man. Ooh, and that's going to be a crouch throw. Florida Man's going to get some pretty good damage. Here's a mix. There's the low attack, there's another low, but it's going to whiff. Correct defense punishes that. And another whiff punish from incorrect defense.
I do like the whiff punish Kilik that incorrect defense is going for. Literally just moving around him and just getting small pokes. Oh, this is not looking good though.
Oh,
no,
what
but too late,
call
actually.
out.
Too late.
Oh, but it worked. It was a little bit too early.
Oh,
the
no!
whiff punish is going to get Florida Man the game.
That's rough. Any other move would have done it. Even CE.
Yeah, I guess it would have been a run counter.
Welcome to the
Oh, yeah,
age
whiff
of
punish.
history retold.
And now Florida has to stay on random select.
Does
Yeah,
it have
see
to
the
stay on
Mets.
It has to be random? I thought it had to be
stick on
Astaroth.
random. Yeah, they have to stay on random.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's actually, this is like playing charade.
pretty much. Oh, it wouldn't be fair, right? It's like, oh, I won on X, but it was random anyway, so I want to switch. Nah, you stay on random.
Okay.
Yeah, I do like the
Sure,
ID
Oakland
kill.
Dan switched.
It was
yeah.
it was actually very defensive, like movement based, movement orientated, and a lot of whiff punishing. But you know, lose a coin flip once or twice, and already you lose the life lead.
Against Astaroth, always.
Right.
It
That
just takes
Pillars
one
was
good-
heartbreaking
yep.
though.
All right, so who's Florida Man going to get in this game?
I'm gonna put my money on Talum.
That would be hilarious. If
Well, it
he
could be
gets
like
out-
Ivy.
Ivy, yeah.
Ivy.
Nightmares.
Oh!
Okay, another Florida Man classic.
Okay, so I used to think this matchup was okay for Kilik, and then I actually played a really good Nightmare, and I'm like, yep,
Yeah.
I take that back.
What was it
60.
about that really good Nightmare player that made it difficult for you in the matchup?
Soul Charge.
Yeah.
His Soul Charge is Kilik's Soul Charge, but I don't lose health. He doesn't lose health.
And he can soul attack multiple times.
And yeah, he can Soul Attack multiple times, and just... Also, his frames are pretty good in Soul Charge,
Yeah.
and... Yeah. Albeit
Fair
I should have played a lot better, like, you know, get my punishes down better and block some lows,
Yeah.
but... Like, yeah, it was rough.
This is the 3AA is gonna... Ooh, but the whiffed soul attack, I guess the
look at
Yukon
that.
was able to avoid that. Not quite close enough for a ring out, but he's gonna go for a big attack and get the swift punished by incorrect defense instead.
You just get hit. You get hit once. It's Soul
Oh,
Charge.
so Rory's in
Oh, the drill.
drill and a drop kick is gonna not connect.
Yeah, I do like the movement from ID though. And we do have 2 sticks on ID as well.
And a 3A. Not close enough to ring out, thankfully, for incorrect defense, but it does have a life deficit to deal with. Mortimer just mixing him up with the
Oh my
overtoss,
gosh.
and that's going to be enough. Mortimer takes the set 2-0.
Wow. With random, mind you.
Just the luck of his picks was immaculate. He's like, random one time Astaroth. Okay, we're comfortable here.
Into
Random again.
Nightmare.
Into Nightmare.
Florida Man got some crazy luck.
Yep.
Actually, I mean, if you play everyone, technically random is okay.
I don't think he plays everyone, but he does play a heavy chunk of the cast.
Yeah, that is true. I think he plays like a third of the roster, maybe half. Pretty well. And now we're gonna see Rangel and ARCA.
So Matcherino still going. Don't forget about that. Exclamation Matcherino. Click the coupon code. Free 50 cents. I did math, Sereno. Damn it.
Yeah, the absolutely free. Just log into Matcherino and click the claim code button. Instant 50 cents into the pot.
Indeed. As also, Frame Caliber free app.
Shouts out to Marginal
iOS
for the 50.
and Android.
Shoutouts to Marginal.
Community driven, no ads. All right. I've shortened this ad to 10 seconds. I'm on I'm the YouTube algorithm, 5-second ads.
All right, so we're getting Setsuka versus Mitsurugi.
Battle 1. Fight.
All right.
All right, going in.
More battle. All right.
Oh, the umbrella. Good damage there.
It is the tech crouch.
Oh, blocks with the 1A and punishes with an umbrella. Great reaction by
that is good.
Rangel there.
It's an I-14, right? So technically, that umbrella is technically a punish on hit for 1KB.
Yep, that's why it was such a great reaction. He was ready to block the low and then immediately punish it with a
Right, and I
optimal
believe
punish.
it bypasses the revenge as well, right?
It might do enough damage, but I've never actually lapped that exact situation, so I couldn't tell you.
Right, and then you're gonna go for one more mix-up. Wow, string pressure. I like some string pressure.
Alright, a good throw, but a better break from ARCA. rtsRangel getting some counter hit damage in here and making it really difficult for ARCA to even get the little bit of damage on rtsRangel. Block the 1A again, still perfect territory,
yeah.
but not anymore. But that is a minus 14 stance transition, even on hit.
Right, so you gotta be careful what you're doing, and especially.
And a good block on the 1A, but is not able to launch it for the optimal punish.
Right, and that 3-3B is also safe as well, so. And one more mix-up. Yeah. Technically, you could option select that with step 2G, apparently, but he did not see that in this case. Ooh, and I like that 3-3B always stuffing that 1A from ARCA. Oh, and the soul attack is going to do lethal hit if Rangel decides to proc it.
This is, I believe rtsRangel has blocked and punished every single 1A that ARCA has tried to do, and the CE is going to take the game.
Right. Umbrella's pretty good if used right. I mean, it is minus 20.
Yeah. I believe because of Umbrella, that makes this matchup actually really difficult for Mitsurugi. A lot of his stance transitions can be stuffed by Umbrella as well, and there's not much you can really do about it.
Yeah, apparently you could also stuff it with 2As from certain characters, according to Manta. Also, that low is +2 on hit. The 1B is +2.
Yeah. That's pretty good. But it's only minus 14, I think, as well, so it's not the scariest move to throw out and make a mistake, especially for being the low.
Right, but even, like, as we're going back to this match, like, even Mitsurugi can't even run a ducking standing mix-up with 3B, because that's minus 14 too. There is almost no reason for Setsuka to even do that mix-up. Just statue guards, gets hit by 1KB, okay, Umbrella. Blocks 3B, Umbrella. Tech crouch, Umbrella.
Yeah, Umbrella is just an insanely strong move in this matchup.
Imagine being one of the best swordsmen in Japan and you get bopped by a woman with an umbrella.
I mean,
Welcome to
Setsuka's pretty
SoulCalibur.
good. Yeah.
Ooh, good block.
Good 6-6 B there. In order to like do well in this matchup as Mitsurugi, I think you'd have to play as conservative as possible to a point where it just might be better to pick a character with better neutral tools.
Right, yeah, anybody with like a decent sidestep could do pretty well in this matchup. And just like knowing when Setsuka is plus, because a lot of her setups and combos come from counter hit. Like 3-3-B counter hit, fat damage. Any launcher, in counter hit, fat damage.
Alright, so this rtsRangel is a huge life lead here. Gets a throw into a combo. Is not able to finish him off quite yet, but is going to finish him off right there.
A very commanding lead from Rangel.
Yeah, that was
Setsuka did a lot of work with that umbrella. Yeah, that matchup looks freaking rough, dude. Can't even run a mix-up. Can't even go in a stance transition because you can just get tech crouched by umbrella. 3-3-V is safe. You can't even, like, get in properly, it seems, in this matchup.
Yeah, Mitsurugi versus Setsuka might be one of the worst matchups in the game.
Yeah, on paper, it looks rough.
Yeah.
Alright, now we're going to see Bet-wise and Incorrect Defense, apparently? So let me check something real quick. Keep him busy, Sly.
We got more events coming up. NLBC monthlies. We got SOVA tournaments at the first Friday of the month. We always run a SoulCalibur tournament. But a monthly is coming soon. I don't have exact days yet. But it's going to be fun. There's going to be SoulCalibur there. I think the Japanese community is still doing the Heavens Battle.
I think Farba will host that. I think Farba Noodle's in Singapore. I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, the Heavens Battle it's basically just it's basically just Asia.
East Asia.
Yeah, it's like based in like the southeast, like sort of like that area. But I mean, yeah, you get players from Hong Kong, you get players from Taiwan, players from Japan, Korea, Singapore. I mean, all the Philippines, like all the cool countries out there. But yeah, it's
really cool.
It's just
at 3 a.m. PST, so that's like
6 a.m. for you.
Yeah, 6 a.m. for me.
Yeah, for the East Coast, it's not that bad. You just gotta wake up a little early. For me, I just don't get to sleep if I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Raphael.
I've never actually watched it yet. So, who we got up here again?
We're going down the loser's side now, and this is gonna be Vetwise and Incorrect Defense.
Vetwise and Incorrect Defense. So, I see the Raphael already. It's probably Vetwise. And we got an Astaroth coming from Incorrect Defense. Guess he's trying a bunch of different characters that I've never seen him play before tonight.
I mean, it's how you have fun, right?
Mm-hmm. And these are just online tournaments. We don't take them too seriously, but we do get pretty competitive still.
I mean, yeah, you take them as serious as you want. I mean, play to win,
Yeah.
but not the end of the world. Alright. Start off denying movement. 2A, real low. Gets the counter hit 6B. Goes for the meme, but gets destroyed for it.
Right under the throw and gets a lethal hit.
I'm back, baby.
So we got rtsRangel ducks under another throw for a lethal hit. It's going to get a combo from preparation stance and an Oki setup. So he got a little bit more range now. Incorrect Defense trying to do something about this, but panics a little bit. As you can see from the Twitch ducking, rtsRangel is able to take the round.
This is Vetwise.
Vetwise. Excuse me. Thank you.
So
Okay, so the
ID
counter
is
hits
on the
Vetwise, yep.
ID Astro. Interesting. Actually, we're seeing a lot of different characters from ID today.
All right, so Betwise going in for another setup, gets Bull Rushed and 2-2 bead right out of the air.
Oh, wow.
And going for a raw CE here is gonna get incorrect defense the round.
Yeah, the thing about Astaroth CE, right? It's like, after the flash happens, you cannot duck. You have to duck before the flash. You do have 22 frames to do it, but especially on low health like that, it's highly unlikely for players to duck like that.
A little
this
more
matchup
pressure here.
looks-
2-2 BD.
This matchup looks disgusting for Raphael. A lot of pressure that Astaroth really can't get off of.
Yeah.
But once
He's
Astaroth
also,
gets in,
so
Yeah.
great sidestep there with the 2-2B. It looks like it was a counter hit.
wow,
Oh,
that
and a
was
jump
lot.
B is going to get a counter hit for Betwise.
That did like 30 damage. What the heck?
The big combo here. It's not the most damage. I think this... Oh, was able to sidestep the CE, which looked like it was going to be a whiff punish. Betwise probably pretty upset about that. But he gets the prep low.
Yeah, that jump
The
into low
GI
throw
whips,
recovers so ridiculously fast. I've seen Moons do it so much to remember that.
Oh yeah, the jump grab into like whatever does super well.
You're basically plus after it.
Yeah. Plus, because opponent has no idea what's going on. Works every
Yeah.
time, 100% of the time, 60% of the time.
Oh, that's going to be a whiff punish with spin to win. And we're going into the final round of game 1. The Balbo, he does get blocked and punished.
It's minus 12, correct?
Yes, minus 12. Or 14.
Alright, the 1K. Trying to get at least some way to open up Wrangle. Or shit, Bevwise. We're all bad here.
We're sorry,
And
guys.
That's gonna be
This is
the...
Betwise. And Betwise takes the game.
Yep. And that's a confirm too. It becomes a break attack and prep, I believe. Does less damage, but good combo.
But Amy awaits.
So it looks like incorrect defense. Happy enough with his Astaroth that he's going to try again.
Blood, flesh, and soul.
We do have the home stage advantage, so maybe it can come back.
This is the one where the walls move, right?
Is it? I can't remember. But that actually still plays a part in situations depending on what round it is. There might be opportunities for wall combos or ring outs where it may have been the other way around.
Yeah, I'll do the stage. Do the walls on this stage move?
I don't know. Let's see. So Betwise running amok here just a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Incorrect defense whips a throw, but the B's gonna get a counter hit, trying to get some pressure.
Yeah, some more pressure coming there. Wow.
And with a 3K, tried to do something, tried to GI, expected that Betwise was gonna mash, but he did not.
Wow, look at that. Now the walls are in the center.
The ring outs are corners.
Yeah, amazing how stage dynamics are a thing in SoulCalibur 6. And we see a CE whip punish from Betwise.
Still one more.
My roommate offered me, or my housemate offered me cake. So I had to get it.
Okay, fair enough. So Betwise still taking a life lead. He's in perfect territory, but it's gonna whiff and get whiff punished just a little bit. Incorrect defense still has a lot of work to do, but it looks like he's starting to make his way in that direction. But nope, Betwise takes the round.
Right, just
Oh,
wants them like a fly.
Oh, but a lethal hit, and we're gonna go for shovel.
Yeah, that's about the same damage from my counter hit.
Incorrect Defense does have a life lead here, so he might be able to get something done. It's gonna block. Oh,
Wait,
but
what?
he's not gonna block. He just stopped blocking.
Is that plus enough?
That might be plus enough, actually. Oh, tries to go for a
pressed.
CE, but he gets 3.
He tried to do some big brain stuff, and then he got mashed on.
And Betwise takes the set 2-0.
No, the CE is guaranteed. Okay.
Yep.
You know what's also guaranteed? 50
Raphael.
cents into the pot every time you click the claim code on the Matcherino page. That transition was smooth as fuck.
And it tells you how many people still have the opportunity to contribute 50 cents absolutely free.
True.
Looks like there's 33 codes left. So
Exactly. If I walk over to your house right now and see you on your computer screen, go to your Matcherino and see that this little claim code isn't grayed out, I get to be extremely sad and disappointed. Also probably tired because some of you live literally all the way across the US. But anyway, again, I already typed in Matcherino into the chat, but you can do it too. !Matcherino brings up the link. All you have to do is create or log into your Matcherino account, click the claim code button, and it adds 50 cents to the prize pool. There are still 31 codes remaining. There are currently 79 viewers in the chat. Assuming less than 20 of that are bots, that means at least 50 of you are real people, I would hope. But yeah, 31 codes. I know we can do it, chat. So please, go Matcherino, log in or create an account, click the claim code button real quick, and add that 50 cents to the prize pool. Or click the orange contribute button and add your own money if you so choose as well, like Marginal, thank you for the 50, Rotary Lover for 10, and Couch Jockey for $10 of their own. Thank you so much, and to everyone else who has used the code buttons and whatnot. Already at 80, 50, we're not that far away from 100. We could get to past 100 just using the claim codes. So let's do it.
Right, and remember, these Parsec servers are not free as well. These are coming from the contributions of the community. So if you'd like to contribute to that as well, !donate to directly go to Big Papa Chunk's PayPal account to support the Parsec servers. You still have that up?
Yeah! !
Yeah, I was just like, I was just waiting for the. Oh yeah, that doesn't exist anymore. I'm like, shee.
No, it
There it
does. As long as I'm gonna keep doing this, yeah, I'm not paying for all this out of my pocket. I'm gonna need some help with it. I already pay enough for it as it is. I think my idle cost is about $60 a month.
Oh, for like
Wow.
6 servers?
8.
8.
Yeah, they're not cheap. But I mean, I have a job and it's a small amount I can sort of cover. But if you want to help me out, I won't stop you. All right.
Indeed.
Going back winner's side, we're gonna see Manta and Yoshi 6.
Welcome to the
So this is going to be Voldo versus Mitsurugi, I think.
Yes. Or a Yoshimitsu, maybe.
Or
Depends on the
maybe,
matchup.
okay. Yeah, I mean, he's Yoshi and Mitsu, so...
And he's 6.
Yep, it is 6. I always feel like Yoshimitsu 6, just at the end of game, since he plays Yoshimitsu, he just, lets seppukus and he just comes back later. It's the next Yoshimitsu.
Oh, I thought
It's like
you were going
Jack,
to say he
like
just
Jack
takes
7.
like he takes a shot of glue because he's a Yoshimitsu player. Chugs that
But it's
Elmer's
like-
like
it's
nobody
like,
else.
Yeah. So there's like a Yoshimitsu 5 and 4.
That is true. There's like...
Yoshi-
And then
Like a
Tekken
Jack in the
7
second
is like-
game.
Yoshimitsu
Tekken.
Broken Destiny.
Yeah.
Yoshimitsu, what was the gacha or the
Lost Words?
was it Lost Swords? Yeah.
I've never heard of that. Like, I mean, I've heard of it. I've never seen it, though.
Can y'all not?
Yeah, they're just having so much fun. Okay, there's the Voldo. We're locked in. Yoshimitsu 6, going for his tried and true. Gonna choose the music while we're at it. A good choice. Random the stage, and we're going straight to Yoshi's Island.
I like Yoshi's Island.
It's great for Yoshi.
Actually, this might as well be Nightmare Island after when Nightmare's
Yeah,
in Soul
Nightmare can bring out pretty well too. All right, go for some Diablo Bros. 66B.
Oh, that could be almost a ring out. Nope, barely.
All right, so a little bit of neutral here. Just goes straight into grounding himself, trying to confuse Yoshimitsu 6, but he goes in for. Bro, does not go for the extra meter.
Dang, but that pose is mandatory.
It's still the safer decision, so I respect it. Oh, it's gonna get thrown, but Yoshimitsu 6 is able to break it just in time, eating the jump A. The 2-2K is gonna get blocked, and a whiff punish the 4K.
Alright, I do like the jump back and hesitation a little bit from Manta to make sure he's actually getting at least some damage. Oh, Yoshi lows. I believe that was full crouch 1K.
The 3BB is gonna just hit Voldo off the ground there, and the Meg K is gonna hit him out of the air. Good.
Not many people know this, but the Indian stance K is -12. So any transition on like by itself. So any transition you could stop it. Like 2A or anything, or like
except for meditation B, this is one option to fight it.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I actually looked at that transition specifically. So he's weak to mashing, but that's his one move that he can beat you mashing with.
Right. Wow, and Yoshi 6 about...
Because not able to confirm the counter hit there with the BBB. A little upset, he just threw another one out there, but it whiffed. And... Satanic Elbow is going to get a lethal hit on the whiff punish for Manta, and the Mantis Crawl charge is going to take the round.
Alright, we're starting to see the shenanigans again. It seems like Manta's getting a little bit more comfortable with Yoshi 6 right now.
Good confirm on the counter hit that time. Yoshi 6 getting the lethal hit because Manta had 2 full bars of meter.
Right, and I believe 2-2A also is a lethal hit for 2 full bars of meter as well.
And that actually helps a lot in this situation because now Manta wasn't able to fish for a CE whiff punish when he would have been able to.
Right.
Since he went into Soul Charge just to get him off of me. If Yoshimitsu 6 had not drained that tiny bit of meter from Manta, it could have been a scarier situation with the threat of a CE whiff punish. We're going to Yoshi's Island number 2.
Imagine switching to the same damn stage.
Yep.
I remember when this stage was actually like mega small. Like 2-2B.
It did used to be smaller.
Like, yeah, this stage used to be mega small. You could like 2-2B from center stage, I feel like, and ring them out like with a mix-up. It's super dope. But now they made it super long. However,
yeah, it's definitely better.
Yeah, you can't die if you're getting red on once.
Oh, but Manta is going to get a ring out off of that counter hit launch.
Right, good stage awareness for Manta to be able to do that ring out. Alright, well, sweet. About 40 damage. Plops him on the head. Doesn't really get a lot off of it. However, we're going to see a counter hit conversion.
And a Soul Charge to interrupt Yoshimitsu 6's attempting at... But, see, he connects, but because he was on the ground, it does not go into the full animation. And a door knocker to finish off the round.
That was so big brain, he deliberately flopped himself to get out of the cutscene for extra damage.
All right, so the back turn jump B is gonna get some damage. Manta getting closer to a ring out, but not this time. Still has the ring out pressure, but Yoshimitsu 6 has reverse ring out pressure, so it's a hard decision to make for Manta.
Actually, Yoshimitsu 6 just got that half bar, so Manta was actually very safe to do all that pressure until he had that.
Oh yeah, you're definitely right.
Oh,
it's gonna duck the throw in the back turn. I think that's a wall rising B.
Call Manta big because he's fuzzy.
Oh. All right, you can GI this third part of the string and RI the fourth. So if you have that meter, feel free to use it. It is only +8, so it is only level 1. While that retract, 2-2-A is going to hit him out the sky.
Oh, but the Mantis Crawl Charge is going to go right under the Dragonfly. He's trying to get some AGIs here, but he's going to not work. But he does get around the 2-2B. And the 3B does get AGI'd by the Mantis stance. And the Rising A Brave Edge for the KO, which was going to be a ring out if he still had enough life, but he didn't.
Now going for the tech trap there, but yeah, this is actually kind of neck and neck right now. Both of them are willing to spend that bar, maybe. Oh, we might see a guard crush try to soul charge,
but
get stuck.
Interrupts the soul charge. Oh, looks like the flop is gonna get a guard break, but nothing happened from it. Yoshimitsu with fresh guard here, so that pressure of his guard getting broken completely out of the question now. But
that was a terrible situation for Yoshimitsu 6. He had no meter for reversing out. He was like 180 health down, and Manta was just Manta things. There's virtually almost no way of coming back unless you're a god.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Manta meant to break his guard with the flop there. Maybe tried to go for a ring out instead because of the positioning. So we're going back to the third Yoshi's Island. This time it's just a little bit later in the day.
Yeah, but either way, the stuffing soul charge with that swimming move was very, very good for Manta that last game.
So good whiff punish on the 2-2B from Yoshimitsu 6 with 4 KB.
Flopping with punish.
So the Mantis versus the Flea.
What's going on?
Xephukai, because he had so much of a life lead, he thought he could afford to spend the life to get some soul meter, but it does not pay off for him.
Style to get bodied. Oh my god!
Wow, the fire! Super freak! Manta.
Oh no!
Yeah, the Manta really feeling himself now.
Oh no, he just took you to school and then picked you up after school, bro. Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
It looks like he's going to take you to school the next day and drop off some lunch.
It's also part 2 of Taunt to Get Bodied.
Yeah.
But definitely it sent the message.
Okay, so we're back to neutral a little bit. Manta does get run countered by the AAA.
Alright, and Yoshi with the life lead right now. Good block. Not really any block.
On a door knocker to hit you out of Mantis Crawl, but not doing a whole lot. Yoshimitsu 6 in perfect range right now. Is going to get Soul Charge out of the sky. Blocks the low. Oh, so better positioning for Yoshimitsu 6 here with Manta's back to the edge, and he's going to able to take the round here, putting himself at set point.
Right, the health
Full Crash 3 start things off. Momentum for Yoshimitsu 6. Oh, but the whiff to B is going to get whiff punished. We're going in for a stance mix-up, but Manta gets stepped again.
Alright, now he wants to really have him get off of him right now, try to run some pressure.
Another 2-2B right out of stance. Yoshimitsu 6. We could see his guard broken here in a second. At this point, I would just let the guard break this round. Yep. And let Manta get whatever combo we can. But now you have fresh guard. Oh, just not blocking jumping low that time.
Yeah, he yeah. Better than the now to have your guard broken.
Now you have more meter than Manta. You have a fresh guard. You're whiff punishing with your kicks. This is looking really good for Yoshimitsu 6 here. Manta getting a little bit desperate, opts to get into a soul charge, try to get something done. Yoshimitsu 6 still holding on to his meter, goes for an AA Brave Edge, but a CE gets stuffed by a Mantis Crawl charge. Now you don't have any meter. Still not blocking the back turn low. And good throw break. Manta going for 2 ways. He gets blocked. A good neutral tool.
Oh, that's a combo.
Yoshimitsu 6 trying to finish it off. Now Manta has the meter advantage. Door knocker. Gonna do the 4KB to counter hit and finish off. Yoshimitsu 6 takes the set.
Right. Also, people don't know this, but on block, you can duck the door knocker string after the second one. It's mid,
Yes.
high, mid. And I didn't really see Manta utilizing that. But yeah, Manta definitely could have played a little safer, especially in that situation. Also, 4KB is pretty long, but yeah.
What Yoshimitsu 6 can do in door knocker, if he does 6BB Brave Edge, he can try to interrupt you trying to hit him out of that string, the door knocker itself, like under the second high.
Right. That's that's a commitment though.
Yeah. But it
Anyway.
is something he can do.
Yep. For half a bar to get off, for them to get off of you, it's pretty worth it.
I assume he already had the momentum here, but yeah.
Well, the momentum was going back and forth for that last match, so
Welcome to the
honestly, it was anyone's game at that point. It's just the whiff punish went really well for Yoshi's favor, and Yoshimitsu 6 is gonna move on in the bracket. Now we're gonna see who the heck is Baka-Des? Is he new?
Not new, just not here all the time. So it'd be funny,
Baka-Des?
this is a local battle.
Okay, yeah, I've actually never heard of Baka-Des. So
Oh, so
I
this
love
is,
seeing new
Arizona.
players, yeah.
So yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
We're the same, you and I.
Battle 1. Fight.
Oh wow, this
Did you say
headbutt.
we're the same?
Yep. Big same. Setsuka's just trying to catch a vibe out here, but Nightmare's like, nah, bro.
Yeah. This is Baka-Des going in and doing some work with the mix-ups here. Is Nightmare. Oh, going in for a flapjack. It connects. But that's gonna be not a ring out. Did not quite have the angle he needed, but that will be a ring out for rtsRangel.
Battle 2.
Alright. Yeah, but that big damage coming from Nightmare. +2 situation because AGA has been buffed.
And has just as good as Toshiai game as Kilik.
Yes,
Nightmare.
and yes, you're right. You are right. AGA does allow for level 2 and 3 GI mix-ups. And does more damage than Kilik
It does. It sure does.
without Terror Charge. How about that? Oh wow, ult breaks out, a +2
Oh,
situation.
it's in a 3K. It's gonna finish off rtsRangel. His guard looking very unhealthy. We're in yellow now. Looks like the 6B is gonna stop the armor attempt from Baka.
Alright, well the guard now in the
Ooh, and a
red.
great whiff punish on the IAGA. The guard still not looking good. Umbrella doing its job, interrupting whatever you're trying to do. Oh, the 3K, great mids, just to check your opponent. Especially since
and the
Nightmare doesn't
revenge.
have the revenge. 6A plus B is just gonna, it's gonna get the round.
Yeah, really good situation for Baka right now.
Jumps over the 1B, but doesn't really get any damage. rtsRangel ducking under the string of Nightmare. 3A going to check. rtsRangel gets to connect. Tries to go for a flapjack, but as Rangel's able to front escape it. A lot of momentum for rtsRangel just got taken away by Baka-Des here. Tries to go for an IAGA, but the Soul Charge is going to come out and before it. And the 3B is going to interrupt the Soul Charge attempt and win the round. bring
Yeah,
this
and
to
that's
final
actually
experience.
pretty favorable for Ringo right now. His guard gauge just got pretty much, you know, filled back up. Oh. Restand setup. No block punish. Good duck.
Under the AGA, indeed. Baka-Des still has 2 bars of meter here. He might try to use something, and he's got to soon if he wants to make any use out of it, but it is too late. rtsRangel takes the game with a 1B.
You reap what
Yeah, and then we're gonna go into game 2.
you can't.
Yeah, this
No
matchup
stage
is
change.
pretty good on paper for Setsuka because of the frames and how counter hits are such an integral part of her core gameplay. But Nightmare's damage and ring out potential is also really good. So
And she does have a lot of strong vertical moves that will stop armor that are pretty fast.
right, like Umbrella, that does more than 22 damage.
And I think 6B also works. I think it's even fast. Well, it's more safe than Umbrella. I know that.
Yeah, so Umbrella is minus like 20 something,
22.
22. Yeah.
So that actually makes it so Nightmare can launch punish it with his 3B because his is a I-22 3B.
That's so sad. Oh well, they gave him like the best ring out in the game and like
Yeah.
best GI game. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and IJ gets a run counter going for some big damage here. The Umbrella whiff punish and the throw attempt by rtsRangel is not going to work. This throw attempt will. We're going to not get the combo that RTS was looking for. Ooh, no punish on the Umbrella. rtsRangel says, oh, you're not going to punish it? Then I'm going to do it again.
I mean, that is why
Good
punishment
job.
is so crucial.
Yep.
Right, especially in a matchup with like Nightmare and Setsuka. Yeah, block punishes have to be on point.
So tries to go for a overtoss that time.
Oh my
but
God,
RTS
what was that
Ringo fast
unblockable?
escapes. A counter hits the unblockable attempt from Baka-Des, and 1AAA is gonna win. Wins with the 2A. So rtsRangel here on set point just needs one more round to take it 2-0, but Baka-Des not gonna make it easy for him. Still has 2 bars of meter. Good GI and IGA lethal hit. Does not go for a ring out. I thought he may have been able to ring out from there, but maybe
No, he
not.
needs Terror Charge first.
Okay.
Good
Well, he's
step.
got that now.
Oh my gosh, that is so much. Oh my gosh,
Ooh,
that's
and
one more
another
mix-up.
one.
That's it.
And 1AAA from Soul Charge is going to take the set.
You reap what
Wow. Setsuka's pretty good.
Yeah.
Setsuka is
Very
sick
technical
as
character.
fuck. Yeah, Setsuka is so cool. Just, I don't want to. My fingers don't want to
squad?
figure out those buttons.
Shibari squad?
I mean, that's not the main reason, but that's a good reason.
True. Okay.
All right, anyway. All right. Well, okay. Switching topics quite blatantly. Don't forget about that Matcherino. Still got up. Currently sitting at $101. Lol. Very big shouts out to Marginal. Thank you, Booho, for the 17. Appreciate it. As well as Rory Lover still for the 10. And there was someone else on there, but I can only see the top 3 from here. But yeah, again, if you haven't used, there's 22 free coupon codes left. Coupons. Oh wait, none of you are gonna get that joke. Go ahead, make sure you click that claim code button if you haven't already. If you are interested, again, you can also hit the orange contribute button and you can donate your own money. There's also follow quests for Twitter and Twitch, as well as subscribe quests for YouTube, where you can follow or subscribe some of these accounts, and it adds a small amount to the prize pool as well. So you can add if you wish. You can do that also. But yeah. Thank you so much, and let's see if we can get that pot going higher and support these players.
Use the code to pay for Zeph's summer jam.
I mean,
it's true if that's how he wants to spend his winnings.
he's gonna need a couple weeks to probably pay for a flight out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not We're not that big. All right. What do we? Oh yeah. Next, Florida and TJ.
Florida and TJ. Okay, this is a classic West Coast matchup.
Yeah, I guess it's classic. I mean, they are both West Coast.
Yeah, I feel like they fight a lot in Wednesday night fights.
Yeah. They make it pretty far up the bracket, too. Yeah, so 2B Haohmaru.
Unless he picks random again.
Maybe. Well, that 2B is kind of scary against a random. Like, into random. Pretty scary. I think Florida Man would want to go Haohmaru for this one. Maybe... Ooh, Nightmare is very good against 2B. Maybe he could do that.
Yeah.
The amount of characters Florida Man plays is a lot. I've seen his Sophie. Have I seen Florida Man's Kilik? I've seen his Yoshi. I've seen Nightmare, Huang. There's so many characters. Astaroth. We saw that today.
He has a grow, I think, too.
Yes, grow. Yeah, just a bunch of characters. It's just always good to, learn the characters. And that way you have kind of idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they Sun Tzu once said, to defeat your enemy, you must know more about them.
Yes. That is quite true. Except I'm lazy.
Yeah.
Except I use frame caliber and hope for the best.
Pod. I didn't say anything yet.
Alright, so we're locked into 2B, and we are locking into Nightmare for Florida Man.
Right, we did. Yeah, this match is very good because I believe most of the options in aggression stance will not beat out the Nightmare armor. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't think a lot of her neutral moves will beat out armor too. At least not moves that are able to catch more than just the armor option, such as if he was trying to step. You just have to worry about getting his armor broken for that decision.
Right. That Nightmare will devour your soul.
Yeah, so we're going in for a 6B. Instantly, it's going to be Whiff Punish. And the Whiff Punish, again, TJ starting off this game pretty well. Not able to connect a ground throw. And
going
straight for a Thermidor there. Gets blocked.
Oh wow, good dog. And we're gonna see.
This is gonna be a ring out. Don't care how much life you have. Just one good situation by the wall, and that's all you need for Nightmare on the stage.
Right, and oh wow, and just got an my terror charge out that.
You just got your projectile armored and been hit by projectile.
Right, he's holding on to that terror charge, trying to probably go for another ring out, perhaps. Oh,
no,
no,
this SPB from terror charge and another mega drill.
Oh my gosh, and just like that, 2 drills and a low mix-up.
It's 2 rounds for Florida Man. TJ to none at the moment has 2 bars of meter, where Florida Man only has half a single bar. But the back throw, forward throw rather, is gonna get some damage in here. And he gets terror charge, so he doesn't need soul charge per se. He just needs one good opportunity.
I never realized how much 2A plus B builds meter for Nightmare. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a fat amount of meter.
Almost a whole half bar.
Yeah, it's like Nightmare's a good character.
He is.
Oh, and a whiff punish.
Oh, that could be it.
It's going to be a throw. Not quite a round. Let's see if Florida Man's able to get it with a counter hit.
Get him onto the first floor, bro. Who needs an elevator? Dunk with the soul attack.
And welcome to
that was so close. I'd be so frustrated if I was TJ right now that you're in a situation. He blocks the low there, so he was just a little bit minus. Florida Man took his plus frames, got the counter hit, and was able to win with the ring out.
My goodness, that was dirty. That happened twice in that round. Now we're going to the Illuminati stage. And
the big triangle stage.
Yeah, big triangle stage.
Battle 1. Fight.
So it would have been better for TJ if it was all walls, even though Nightmare does have crazy wall combos that do insane amounts of damage.
And the checkmate as well.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
now that
20
it's all ring outs, that might be safer than the half walls, but it's still ring outs, and you're fighting Nightmare right now, so if he's got Terror Charge, you better guess right.
And that's pretty much one more mix-up for TJ to survive with the 3A. We'll close out the round.
Or don't put yourself in a situation where you have to guess against Terror Charge at least.
Right, because that will be at least 70 damage, and that is 70 damage that can happen over again and again and again, because every knockdown, Nightmare could get Terror Charge.
And there's a Terror Charge right now. Let's see how Florida Man uses it. Saves it a little bit. TJ's going to jump over the low with an aerial leap, getting a little bit of damage in here. Rolls out of the aggression shift spear. Oh, and the AGI is not going to connect, but the move itself will. 2K and armored your 6B. Florida Man 2 rounds to 0.
Soul
In a
attack
whiff
on the
punch
floor.
out of the air. Soul attack. Going in for big launch. Some Oki. What you got now? +6.
That's +6 on block?
Yep.
Damn, no wonder I can't do anything.
And to finish it off with the Flapjack.
Yeah, and just like that. Yeah, the Nightmare 2E matchup is pretty disgusting. That was pretty rough. Didn't even reversal edge any mix-up.
You did
Anyway.
the one. I think he got a reversal edge.
Oh yeah, he got one, yeah. Rock, paper, scissors for Terror Charge again! Alright. Well, it looks like that I'm going to switch off. And with Konmai,
Nah.
it's gonna be Nah.
That's Konmai's on his phone. He's just watching because Twitch doesn't have adaptive buffering.
Oh.
So it's actually easy for him to watch that way. But yeah, no, Konmai's probably not going to show up tonight. So you're just going to switch out with me.
Hey, Lamau. Okay, well, thanks for having me as always.
Alright, well, I need a couple minutes if you don't mind. Pop a chunk. Oh, be quick.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, thank you, Valkyrade. Very much appreciate it. And yeah, I'll give SlyTiger a couple seconds, but that's fine because I need a couple seconds to do match arena. Why is it? Oh, I've been timed out. I don't care. Whatever. All right. Anyway, so don't forget, Matcherino is still going. We're currently sitting at a Oh, I did Matcherino. Dang it. There we go. I almost hit enter on that. Sitting at a nice $102. Looking very nice. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead, click that Matcherino link. Make sure you log in to your Matcherino account. However it is you log in, and then you click that, what it usually is light blue, but again, I've already used mine, so mine's grayed out, claim code button to add 50 cents to the prize pool. There are still 20 codes remaining, so if you haven't done so, or know someone who hasn't done so, go tell them about it, and then tell them to watch the stream, because this game still exists, and is still really fun to play, even though it's really fucking confusing and hard as shit. But yeah. And then you can also, again, click the orange contribute button, and you can donate any amount of your choosing to the pot as well. And then again, this prize pool of $102 currently gets split between our top 3 players for tonight. You can see the payout percentage right down there. So again, the more money you contribute, the more money goes to supporting our players. Oh, thank you. So please, I encourage you to contribute and help out these players as much as possible. And again, just use the codes. They're free. There's, again, 91 of you. That's assuming 30 of those 90 viewers are bots. That's still like plenty. Anyway, cool. All right. So we got that. All right. Let's see, where are we at in the bracket? So we're getting down. We're getting into winners.
Are we continuing losers? Or we do a winners semis match?
No, I think we're gonna get through some of these winners semis so I can let the losers 4 kind of catch up a little bit faster. So we're gonna go back.
All right.
Winners semi. We're gonna actually. Yeah, no, I'll switch it. We're gonna go down. We're gonna get Rangel and Yoshi 6.
Rangel and Yoshi 6. Okay. So it's going to be Yoshimitsu versus Setsuka, most likely, since Rangel's been playing lots of Setsuka lately. And I see the progress he's made with that character as well. Not that he wasn't bad with her before, but I'm starting to see a lot more precision from his decision-making and his punishment.
Yeah, I think... it's probably just one of those cases of just Setsuka just kind of like aesthetically just kind of clicks with him, so it's just I don't know, maybe Setsuka's just more fun to play, so he enjoys just doing the cool shit and the difficult shit too. It also probably helped coming from Raphael, getting some of these more difficult inputs and whatnot. But yeah, I think Rangel Setsuka is definitely very spicy, and I like seeing it.
Me too. Yoshimitsu 6, also very spicy player.
And all will be over.
Let's see if he stays with Yoshimitsu or if he gets extra spicy and goes for the Mitsurugi, which would have been a pretty bad idea, honestly.
I would say, I don't remember if he was playing at that time or not, but yeah, if you watch that match, you might think twice. You probably want to go in the lab for a bit first. I don't think it's as gloom and doom as it might look like. It's probably one of those matchups that needs a lot of like weird specific things you got to figure out.
I think just a lot of neutral fundamentals and conservative play.
Yeah.
But Yoshimitsu doesn't have to be quite as conservative as Mitsurugi in this matchup, so it would be the safer bet, especially since it is your more practiced character.
Starting up using that spacing umbrella. That tool is so annoying to deal with, but Yoshimitsu can sidestep it with the 2-2B. Goes in, grabs some meter. Ooh, Rangel doing a good job using lots of good tech crouches to get underneath some of Yoshi's fast buttons like his A.
Oh, and finally is able to whiff punish the RE with a lethal hit. Does not get the full combo he wanted, but it still looks really cool, and he is ready to do it again. Oh, we're going to go with the trade here at the 1A. 3A is going to get blocked.
Yeah, Rangel's doing a really good job of keeping everything very small, compact, and precise, and interrupting in the right places. And Yoshi's having a very hard time of really getting all his shenanigans going, because he's just not getting an opportunity.
Because the good BB was able to confirm the block and not finish the string, which is unsafe. He's able to get some damage in here, and a 3BB counter hit is going to get him some damage. But rtsRangel is coming right back, took the momentum completely away. So a little bit of respect there, but we're going right back into the action here with the whiff, the umbrella, and the dragonfly leg hug.
Gosh, Yoshi 3A just has like big frames.
And a flea charge is gonna take the round off of the knockdown combo there. 4K beat coming out, and just to check with it, it's a really good long range kick that does a pretty good damage on hit. So Rangel is going to get some momentum in here, but the 3AB is going to connect, backing up a little bit, just a little bit of respect. BB just to check, but the 236B from rtsRangel is going to connect, getting him a pretty good chunk of damage in on the reset. It's a safe launcher, but it's going to not be fast enough to get the whiff punish off of Yoshimitsu's whiff 3BB. Throw from rtsRangel is going to get some more damage here. One more hit is going to take it. There's the 2K. So another 4KB going into a little bit of small caliber here, going for a big, but is able to block it and the punish on the umbrella. Maybe not an optimal punish, but still pretty good, since it is harder to block punish because the recovers faster than it might seem. Throw from rtsRangel has got a huge life lead here. Yoshimitsu 6 does have a life lead, but he's not able to use any meter because he gets thrown into a big combo from rtsRangel, which is going to grant him game number 1.
Rangel is playing this matchup like it's like he's playing the violin, and this is an etude he's practiced like a billion times and knows it like the back of his hand. Rangel just that was a music analogy. I don't know how many of you actually understand that, but Rangel really knows what's going on, and he's showing it very well, and it's working out great, and it's really cool to see.
He knows the sheet music, that's for sure.
Yeah, there you go. He can read the notes. Goes into the Johnny stance, gets the low, counter hit knockdown. Yep, steps 3B on block. Just keeping the pressure up. Yoshi can't find a break. Okay, blocks that. Tries to go, no punish, even with the 2A. Full crouch, 3K, just get mixed.
More, but that's a punishable 3AB. rtsRangel does not get the punish he wanted, but the 2K was enough to close it out anyways.
Yeah, that 3A, 3AB, that's a hard confirm, because that 3AB like hits blocks on animation very short. Yoshi goes in, full crouch 3K, gets a knockdown, gets one more meter, spends 7 meter immediately to get the wall combo, and does a bajillion damage.
Not able to get a wall splat into ring out here because the wall started on blue. Then we're going to trade with a throw. rtsRangel goes for another throw for a combo. We're going to get some Oki, more damage. Running away with this momentum here.
You know, I'm interested in how many players on Astaroth actually think about their first wall hit and knocking it down to green and taking the potential of getting a ring out after 2, like later. Yep,
and there goes the ring out potential now. Probably better for rtsRangel to not have the walls there. Just in case Yoshimitsu was able to wall splat him into the ring out. Now he just can ring out.
Flashy spinny combos coming out from Rangel. Oh, whips the wall raising move, but Yoshi doesn't really get that much of a punish.
And a good punish on the umbrella. He's able to, well, looks like the Dragonfly A gets blocked, but there's no punish there.
Yeah, he takes the frames to move and get better positioning. Respect.
And then, ooh, 6K Brave Edge. The umbrellas are getting punished every single time by YoshimitsuVI.
You can't stay grounded. Not against that in Soul Charge.
Yeah, that's a pretty good option. rtsRangel knew that if YoshimitsuVI were to roll, that it would hit him, so he would have had to respect it or die. And a good block and punish on the 1B from YoshimitsuVI gets umbrellaed right out of Dragonfly. Another counter hit from rtsRangel. Backs up a little bit to stay away from the ring out that YoshimitsuVI could potentially get him with that 2-bar meter advantage. 4KB whiff punish. Another 3AB. This time rtsRangel does get the punish.
Walks back in, goes for the throw, and then gets the what is that?
Crouch 1K.
Full
crouch
right?
1K.
Yeah. Immediately jumps for the meme. First BBB gets full meter back.
Ooh, is able to whiff punish the 6-6A with an umbrella. Another 1B gets some momentum here. This could be a very advantageous situation for YoshimitsuVI if he didn't just get counter hit there by 6B. Looks like his guard is about to break too. So rtsRangel has a couple of ways that he can potentially win this set very quickly. And he's going to go with the Soul Charge 1A series.
His guard is hanging on by a thread. Really bad position, but he is in Soul Charge. And Yoshi's...
Yeah. I wouldn't go for... since YoshimitsuVI was backing up a little bit and not guarding, I wouldn't have gone for a... guard break situation there. Yeah, I would have gone for something more like that, that low kick.
Are you happy to have wasted your life?
And with that, Rangel will take that round versus Yoshi and advance on to winners final.
So, congratulations to rtsRangel for making a guaranteed 3rd place. So he will be walking away with something tonight. I believe next we'll be having Florida Man and Xephukai.
Correctamundo. Once I get them called up and their names properly up on my scoreboard. Yeah. But yeah, it was really good. Yoshi was making good adaptations, like becoming a little bit more patient, like waiting for Rangel to just kind of throw out Umbrella so he could punish it and whatnot.
Welcome to the stage of history.
But it's still, again, just, I'm trying to talk and type at the same time. Rangel, again, Setsuka has really good range and a lot of good tools to kind of fence and keep Yoshi in good ranges and good places. And then Rangel knows the frame data and knows when he's supposed to move, when he's supposed to punish and do some stuff. And yeah, he showed you he really knew what was going on. So really good job for Rangel.
All right, sounds like we have both players in here now. I'm just about to check our controls, click our characters. It looks like Xephukai might go with the Cassandra tonight. I know he's been streaming Kilik and Cassandra Ascension, so...
Oh, has he?
He's must have been really been working on these characters.
Damn, he might. I know he mentioned, like, way back, I remember when Cass first came out. I remember he played him for, like, a little bit. But I remember, I mean, he ended up just kind of go back to X and Selfie just because I think he felt a little bit better. So, yeah, this would be kind of cool. It's cool and interesting to see. I don't think I've seen Zeph's, like, yeah, Cass for, like...
Been a while.
Yeah, a long time, so... Alright, Florida man gets home field advantage.
Starting off with some damage here at the 6B and the 1K. He's backing up, still in perfect territory. Stay off of me with that 6B. But the string from Xephukai is able to catch Florida man off guard and get some damage in. And a 2-2A to the stance mix-up is going to connect with the Warriors focus low. And the 2A going to close out round number 1.
Yeah, Florida just playing the spacing game. Cass doesn't have a lot of good range, but has good frames up close, so keep her out. She can't use them. And if there's one thing Haohmaru is good at, it's keeping people out. Sometimes.
He has some pretty good keep out moves. Mostly 6B, but
depends on the person, the character, I guess. Oh, yeah. Zeph gets a lethal hit on the move whose name I forget, but
it's able to break with the back escape. Oh, but the Beyblade's gonna do something, and a back throw is gonna be around for Xephukai.
It's thrown right on land. Does that move tech crouch when it lands? I mean, obviously not instantaneously because Zeph was able to throw there. Really some good stuff, but alright, Kaz is already at 2/3 life after like 2 hits.
Oh, but what looked like it was going to be a ring out ends up being a wall splat instead. And a throw is going to get punished by the reversal edge. Oh, but Xephukai gets us right in the RPS and able to get another low throw, giving him life lead here and guts, and he's able to take the round with the 1K.
Tries to jump over the first tip again, hit by the second still. Just getting stance mixed for almost all his health.
The perfect for Florida man.
Every single point of it. Just going. Man.
And a throw is gonna connect, going straight and take those guaranteed frames for a soul attack. And we get the wall advantage. We're backed up a little pretty close, but ooh, the fire tornado is gonna take the Xephukai right out of his stance attack. Oh, tries to go for a 4-4K, but he gets soul attacked right out of the air. Now we're in rage. It looks like Florida man immediately went for the lightning blade, but it was blocked. Oh, and a B6 coming out from Xephukai is gonna connect to a lethal hit, guaranteed unblockable damage, and gonna close it out with a BK. That is one game for Xephukai.
Yeah, he was trying to guess and disrespect a little bit too hard on some of the string pressure there.
Yeah, I think going for the lightning blade was a little bit too risky, but I kind of understand why, since it's not that punishable with the amount of life that he still had, and if it worked, he would have won. So we're gonna get a GI from the string and not be able to step the reversal edge here. And Xephukai putting on the pressure is going to take the next round with a jump A. With another throw, Xephukai is going to get some damage and Oki on that. BK, so we're +2 into 2A, and GI after GI. The second one connects. Ornament putting in some work still.
Yeah, I was about to say Zeph's looking a lot more comfortable, pressing a lot more buttons, and gets the sidestep with punish. Definitely looking and feeling a lot more comfortable. Yeah, coming in now. Florida Man's having a much more difficult time keeping Zeph out, and as soon as Zeph gets in, he's sticky.
Yeah, once Xephukai adapts, it's going to be really hard to counter-adapt. Going in for some more pressure with the BK and more +2. Xephukai goes for a low throw, but Borderman breaks it. Still has a little bit of life here. We could bring this back and perhaps stay in the set, but Borderman's going to have to do some work. Xephukai still has the life lead. Whiffs a GI. Borderman got some damage from that. 2-2-AA gets blocked, but Xephukai's punish not coming out. And another low mix-up and sidestep 6B. Looks like Floridaman's adapting a little bit more now, using more movement than he was previously. Another 6B, but both attacks with each other. 4-4K gets blocked. Going for some high strings. More pressure from the Divine Force. Xephukai's going to find some damage with the break attack.
Zeph, I think, keeps going for these back turn booty setups. But Florida's very knowledgeable, so I think he's seeing some of it, so he knows he can disrespect a lot of it, but yeah, Florida's playing very patient. Gets low thrown! Zeph knew! Alright, yeah, he's gonna pop.
And he's gonna not go for the lightning blade this time. Instead, he runs up, goes for a throw, and it's gonna get him the round.
Yep.
But I do believe he no longer has the rage explosion.
He does not. Also, a very significant meter discrepancy.
Xephukai is going to go straight into Soul Charge. Not able to step after the Divine Force option there. Gets Reversal Edge punished. Florida Man now has the life lead in the situation. Whiffs his bare knuckle punch.
2K, stop the movement. Stop the movement, goes for the 1K. Oh, that's dead.
And will this combo is going to kill it? Sure will. That is one game for Florida Man, so we're going into game 3 now.
Man. Oh man, the back and forth between the both of them is it's just wild. They're both playing really well. They're both playing pretty crazy in some instances, but it's like they have a good back and forth between like super smart, small, calculated, and then it's gorilla time. Which again is appropriate considering, is Cassandra still considered the girl of this game? Is that still the meme?
I guess so. I don't think I was there for the meme.
Alright, yeah, when she first came out, that was, yeah, so everyone, because she was plus on like 3 moves, so everyone considered that like, oh, she's plus on everything. Alright, so Florida Man, ooh, he jumps over that throw, gets counter hit launch on Oki. Ooh, disrespect with the Angel Step A, whiffs a 6-6A.
Alright, so another counter hit from Xephukai is going to take round number 1 in our final game here. Of not much life, but still enough to win. BK counter hit. It's going to get GI'd now from Florida Man. You get the impact counter off of the reversal edge attempt from Xephukai.
Good duck
major back
throw.
Now we're going to soul attack. Lots of blocking here. Oh, and stops it with an A plus B. Only 0 on block, so it's not the scariest rig attack that you can block from a character. Oh, and the lethal hit after ducking what looks like this throw?
Yeah, he ducked the throw and I got the punish on it. It was sick.
Alright, ooh, a duck under Think of 4K. Oh, good block. Could have gotten rung out there if he had gotten impatient. Oh, he's not able to get the throw. Xephukai gets his own throw. And he whiffs the next throw. Florida Man gets a punish with the DP.
The soldiers, you gotta hold the block against those Beyblades.
And the entire time you're holding it, you're taking chip damage.
Yep. So yeah, good luck just guarding that.
Yep. Did not go for the magic Oki, but instead cancels the unblockable. Gets a throw. This might be, but no, apparently not. But still takes the next round with the project. We're going to the final round.
This is spicy. Alright, tries to throw.
Okay, good sidestep, but nobody has taken any damage yet. Florida Man goes into Soul Charge. Tries to 4-4K over the Beyblade, but it does not quite get the timing that he was looking for.
Oh wow, that carried so far and hit the wall, but doesn't really get a very big combo out of it. Still a decent amount of damage. But Zeph with significant life lead. Haohmaru slowly starting to catch up. Yeah, Florida trying to wait for his opening. Almost gets it.
Florida Man able to take some damage there. Xephukai still has 2 bars of immunity to play with, but he gets launched by a fire tornado. His guard not looking pretty either. Oh, he gets run countered by the Soul Charge Beyblade, and the next setup will guarantee the set for Florida Man. I mean, for Xephukai.
Yeah,
but Florida Man's still alive.
Tech, but that's 6BB. I think it's a force block even if you tech it.
Okay.
I think either that or just Haohmaru's fat, or Florida didn't step enough, or Zeph just did it at the right time. It's still sort of tracked.
It might be a force block, but either way, he would have had to hold that the 6BB, because I know it wasn't a combo.
Yeah. It was really, really close. I mean, Florida was playing out of his mind, and Zeph was really doing a lot of work too. So it was very, very close, but yeah, Xephukai just sort of keeps it up just barely in the end. Yeah, again, was sort of his first time seeing his Cassandra in tournament? Question mark?
I think he's done it before.
I mean, I would imagine, but I mean, at least this is the first time seeing his Cassandra in tournament in a while. That was good, but yeah.
So I think we're gonna go into the losers side now. Does not look like TJMcBiggs and Abyss Commando have finished their match yet, so it will probably...
Yeah, they should still be going...
Florida Man event-wise, if Florida Man wants to be on stream twice in a row.
Well, he's unfortunately not really going to get much of a choice, but I'll give him a moment's respite to breathe since he just had such a heated match. That's always one thing I'm always considering, especially once I get into the later side, is I try to avoid putting players like back to back. I want to give them at least like a couple seconds to breathe.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I know myself. It doesn't matter who I'm really playing. Well, unless I'm like playing one of my friends and it's a little bit more casual. Also, it looks like there we go. TJ and Abyss actually just finished up.
Okay. So good for Florida Man then.
Well, I think Florida will still be on, but
fair enough.
Actually, no. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I get the shakes, especially like after I'm done playing. Like once I'm out of the zone of playing and like my adrenaline is sort of like making my hands get shaky.
So I believe we still have a match arena. Let's see how many codes are left. 19. So there's still 19 left, and there are 93 people in the chat. I assume there's still plenty of non-bot viewers right now that could log into Match Arena and donate 50 cents absolutely free.
Yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure the bot it's probably like 10% of like the total, but yeah. But anyway, yes, Sly is 100% right. Log in, !Match Arena in the chat. Go ahead, you can log into your Match Arena account or create one if you haven't already. Click the blue claim coupon code button that's right there in the top right, and it adds free 50 cents to the prize pool. You can also click the orange contribute button and donate your own amount of money from your wallet, checkbook, bank account, PayPal, wherever it is you're keeping and going through that money. And all of this prize pool goes to support our top 3 players. So every cent that gets into this pot goes to supporting our players. So we would very much appreciate if you could help them out. Also, it makes them play crazier because they want to win. All right. Let's get now. Yeah, since they're all done, we'll switch it up. We're gonna get Yoshi and TJ on here now. We're gonna go down to the losers quarterfinals. We're gonna watch some of this stuff going on. So let me get the scoreboard set up. I'm trying to remember. Because TJ's kind of a busy schedule, so he's always able to kind of come in and out. I'm trying to remember the last time I've seen these two fight each other in brackets.
I was just thinking that as well. Probably one of the more recent opportunities they would have had would be in ESL, because I know both of these players compete in the PSN weeklies.
That's a very good point. So okay, so yes, they probably get more play time than I always forget about the PlayStation ones. Always forget.
They pay pretty good.
There's too many. There's too many events. It's always too many events,
Yeah.
and I'm like, if I'm not streaming this game, I'm barely paying attention. I feel bad. I feel like I'm a weak member of the community. I only sort of pay attention to what's going on depending on what goes through my Twitter feed, and it's hard to get things in through my Twitter feed because 95% of it is fan art for VTubers, which I'm happy about, by the way. Just saying.
I collect art too.
Welcome to the stage of history.
All right, so we're gonna get those in. Don't forget about stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot. NorCalibur is still holding our local sessions every Saturday at Cyber Raccoon, 2 to 8 p.m. $10 venue fee. Bring your own controller. Again, if you want more information on that, you can follow our NorCalibur Twitter account. Ask us questions there. And if you're in the area and not a part of our Discord server, you can inquire to me about it, and I can get you signed in. All right, let's see.
So we're going into, it's going to be 2B versus Yoshimitsu. But yeah, these two may not play very often in Wednesday night fights, but I'm sure they get plenty of games together in other events. So there might be some kind of personal reads being made here, where when you've like played somebody enough times, you just know what option they're going to go for usually, even if it wouldn't make sense normally to people watching it not knowing that they've played a lot together.
Yeah.
So choose stage, going random, and we're going to Setsuka stage in the daytime.
Murakumo? I don't know.
Murakumo Shrine.
Yeah. Actually, I can't actually do Japanese
But there's probably
pronunciation.
better accents than what I just did.
Yeah, I am far too white to try and do any accent for any Asian language or any other language for that matter. But TJ almost just going into fishing stance raw.
Oh, but there's gonna be punished. Not fast enough. The 4KB may not be I-16 because that's how minus the copter there is. This is gonna catch him with the 6-6A, but not able to punish the 3AB from Yoshi 6. TJ just trying to get pressure, but he gets hit out of the stance.
Fantastic timing from Yoshi on that. Really good reaction. Or read, I'm assuming, maybe. Gets the throw.
Go for a throw.
Oh, and gets, wins the Oki situation. He's going to take that first round.
Oh, we're going it for, looks like TJMcBiggs whiffs. Going for the AA Brave Edge. TJ is able to get some momentum back, though, with some damage here, and go for the Oki setup to low, but he's going to get counter hit out of this next setup by Yoshimitsu 6. Lots of buttons being pressed here. More buttons being pressed. Go for a 6-6A, but he gets interrupted by a jump A from TJMcBiggs. Oh, gets knocked out of the CE by a 4-4B.
He tried. He tried.
If he was just a little bit further or a little bit further back, that would have worked, but TJ just had the perfect spacing.
Gets the bubble, counter hit, so launches behind, gets the nice combo off of it. Ooh, interrupts out of the string. Oh. Oh, and there's that med B, but it whiffs if you sidestep it.
And another combo from TJMcBiggs is going to close out his second round. Oh, and his angler parry is going to get right around that attack for a punish. TJ trying to put on some more pressure, gets a counter hit with 3B. And a lethal hit off of the lots of spins there. He's going in for some big damage combo. TJMcBiggs still has perfect amount of life. Whiffs the Mirage, gets a little bit of chip damage in there, but he is going to get a 3AA. So a little bit Oki situation there, 3BB. It's going to somehow hit him anyways.
Yeah.
Blocking.
Yeah, he'd stepped the first 3B and was out of range, but then stepped back into it. Oh, the 4A lethal hit for counter sit step. Get schmicks, full crouch 3K. Goes for a reset into stance. Clashes. Brave Edge to keep the combo going, and that kills. That kills.
Going into the final round of game number 1 here. TJ not able to get an extra bar of meter because he already had 2. Yoshimitsu 6 building up his meter already 2 times now. Almost has a bar just like that, and there it is.
Oh, still almost gets hit of that, but still gets the mid option out of the stance. Goes for a good combo. Ooh, tries to RE, but let's go too early.
RE long enough in order to punish that low.
Yeah, you gotta be ready.
Alright, Yoshimitsu 6 does not have the life lead here. TJMcBiggs is in soul charge, but if he runs out, still has a bar meter. Good soul charge here by Yoshimitsu 6. I like it. So we're going over some plus frames, blocking a little bit from TJMcBiggs' attack. Ooh, that's a very plus transition that Med K is. Just a little bit. And one more hit, and the 1K does it. Not one time, not 2 times, 3 times.
He just does it. That string goes on for 5 hits total, or is it 6?
It does go on for 5.
It's 5 hits? Yeah, I can't remember how many total it can go for.
But he trusted in the full crouch 1K string, and it paid off. Yoshimitsu 6 takes game number 1 by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, that move is I mean, it's terribly bad in like 90% of situations, and all of a sudden the end of the round comes, and you can just throw that out. No one expects the full crouch 1K. Alright, RE's the bubble and gets all of the meter in the world for it. And wins the interaction, has a full bar after like 10 seconds almost. RE's
and there's
again.
the full bar, a bar and a half already because the RE and a connect.
He's
So
winning
it's going to be a
scissors.
correct guess as well.
Rock, paper, scissors, God right now.
Oh, and he gets the med E lethal hit. And the full crouch 1A series does it again.
Oh boy. I mean, it's like the same thing. It's like every now and again I'll play Sophie. I throw out a 1A just cause, and like everyone's like, oh yeah, I forget that move exists.
Yeah.
Every move is useful in some situation. Just running the schmicks, but for a back sways to get out of the pressure. But then Yoshi gets back up in, but
tries to 3B perhaps, but a 3K came out instead.
he was just trying to catch mash. Goes for the door knocker, but gets sidestepped. He loses it for that.
The 4KB counter hit is more damage for Yoshimitsu 6 here, but TJMcBiggs able to sidestep the 214Ks. There's a little bit more damage here. Just about to take the life lead away from Yoshimitsu 6. Another combo. AGS mix up. Rolls, but he does block the Mirage. And the 4-4A is going to get some damage in, but it's not enough to kill just yet. The 3AA is safe, but it's not going to save you from a 2A.
2A's a low.
If you try to mash.
Low is real. 3B hole, gets knocked in the air, does a good chunk. Yoshi playing a little bit more patiently right now, not trying to force things too hard.
So definitely lots of respect here, but just as I say that, TJMcBiggs runs in straight with the AGS, tries to mix you up.
Yeah.
Even more big damage for Yoshimitsu 6 here. Even if he does win this game, he still has one more chance to read TJMcBiggs and take it away. But he's doing just fine right now. It's probably going to get blocked, but he does get a mix-up. This is 3A, but it's not finished his string because he didn't want it to be punished one way or the other. Does not block the low after BA, and TJMcBiggs is able to take a game.
What is it?
A deadly toxin.
Yeah, I gotta be ready
Personally,
for that one. I think
I would change stages here, but
yeah, it's kind of this weird situation. Like you kind of saw. Oh, I guess they're just gonna go back for it, but it's like 2B has the advantage at range, but 2B still wants to get back in. So whenever they're like apart from each other, it's kind of like these weird interactions of Yoshi just avoiding the English stance of the 4B.
tries to go in and just gets a big counter hit. Med K is one of his most plus stance transitions into Dragonfly, so if you press a button, you're gonna get interrupted by the Dragonfly A. Some more damage here. Yoshimitsu 6 has a lot of life, and he's able to close it out with the full crouch 1K. This time, the first one connects. Oh, and he gets 236K'd right out of the air. TJMcBiggs looking to try and get mixed up, but he gets door knockered right out of the AGS. Yoshimitsu going in, gets huge damage, gets some more meter with the flea charge on hit, and tries a door knocker, but they trade. Yoshimitsu 6 looking to try and whiff punish these aerial leap whiffs from TJMcBiggs. Is not able to get punish he wanted, but still looking pretty good for Yoshimitsu 6. Oh, but he goes for the Med K instead of the B and was able to get a counter hit. Was not able to continue his pressure. Oh, going in with the 6-6A, TJ is able to close out the round.
Yeah, you gotta try and keep 2B from pressing those buttons at low health, because that 2-2A is that real low in the combo. Does so much damage.
Oh, and
whiffs. 2-2B. Oh, but it's dropped combo or fake combo? Maybe they got blocked. I'm not sure. Laying on the pressure. Yoshi's guard's almost gone, but he gets some meter back out of it. Oh, he tried
gets
to
needful
interrupt.
hit from the 2-2K. So this is going to be really scary for Yoshimitsu 6 here. Might want your guard to break, but I'm surprised that break attack didn't do it already. So it's even more scary now going into the round with very low guard. You only have 2 bars of meter. You still have to do a lot of work to get this life deficit back in your favor.
Yeah, TJ is just not letting up on his pressure, but it's one move blocked, and so Yoshi gets a turn back. But same thing happens. REs, but gets sidestepped.
Oh, but it's RE safe.
Oh, is RE safe?
Uh-huh.
Oh, 2B's busted. Damn, that'll be it.
Yep, TJMcBiggs takes the set 2-1. And moving on to loser semi,
I see.
where he will face the winner of Florida Man and Betwise, who will be on next.
That's not useful Florida. Oh, and there goes Konmai. Okay, cool. So we'll get them coming up in a second. Let me get the scoreboard. All right, cool. Yeah, that was yeah, that just looked rough. TJ, I mean, TJ does a really good job of just laying it on thick when he wants, and then sort of backing off and. Again, kind of the same thing Xephukai does, is just like really good back and forth between just super unga and then really passive and calculated, and it can be really, really hard to deal with. I guess especially in that matchup, it gets a little weird for Yoshi, because yeah, 2B has a lot of good tools like that 4A spin that, I mean, is like -16 on block, but with the backsway startup, she was getting out of a lot of Yoshi's pressure, I felt like.
Yeah, it was a very strong use of movement and knowing when to take your openings.
Yeah.
Because if the pressure's working, you don't have to stop. But when it stops, you got to be able to step back a little bit and pick the right opportunity to get back in there and stay relentless.
Too many other Discord pings we're watching. All right, cool. All right, might have a little bit of time to kill. I think Florida Man's away in the rest real quick. But the match
Summer
is
Jam
always
at the end of August and the Matcherino.
Oh yeah, Summer Jam. When? Yeah, Summer Jam is August 27th through the 29th.
29th. Yep, that weekend.
Yes, the last full weekend of August is going to be the first official offline event for SoulCalibur 6, and I know a lot of people are going, so it's gonna be really cool, really fun to watch. I'm looking forward to watching it. If I cannot make it myself, that is not something I should be affording, and probably don't have the time to spend. Also, because my work has already started up at that pack time, so yeah, I don't really. But yeah, I wish the best to everyone who is going, and hope that everyone. I mean, some of you are gonna have to, but I wish all of you the best, and hope no one goes 0-2. Hopefully, there'll be a good bar nearby.
I'm sure there will be. It might be the same venue where Winter Brawl was held, which it was a pretty good place. They had a great breakfast restaurant down the street that I definitely recommend. I forgot the name of it, but it should be pretty obvious if you go there. And I ate breakfast there, and I got top 8. So
there you go. Sly knows the secret. You'll have to hit him up for the tech.
Yep.
Which sausage
Good
or
breakfast.
which breakfast items to get? What time? What orientation? Do you get orange juice or water? Pulp? No pulp? So my favorite breakfast is still French toast. Is my go-to. I love French toast. Don't know what it is, but I just do. I think it's the cinnamon. Alright, Florida messaged me, they're back, and I hear the dings going on in the Parsec server, so I think they're in, and I believe, yes, there's 2 people in there, so Vet's already in there as well, so...
Stage of history retold.
Soon getting in there. Matcherino sitting at $105. Thank you everyone so much. Don't forget, there's probably still free promo codes you can use, so go click on
14.
that. 14, there you go. So go click on that link, go use them up. Go do it.
If we can get to 0 of 50 codes remaining, everybody will be very happy. Big Papa Chunk will be happy. I'll be happy. Players will be happy, and then you'll all be happy because we're happy.
Exactly.
This won't take long.
All right. So Vetwise is on the right side with his Raphael. Yeah, I haven't seen his Amy in a minute, but I mean, it's whatever. Yeah, Florida is gonna go straight back to Haohmaru, his main. We're gonna see sort of what it started. Going Huang stage. So this is like a long range battle.
It is kind of a long range battle.
Long range battle,
But
and
I do think Raphael kind of.
there we go.
Okay, we're going in. Looks like there may have been something before the man kind of waiting patiently for Vetwise here. Going in first. It looks like he whiffs 6-6K. Vetwise getting in some damage. Still in perfect territory, but no longer as he eats a 3K to the face. Going for 6B. Some punish. Ooh, a sidestep 3B for a whiff punish. Waterman taking a huge life lead here, and the second hit of the DP is gonna connect, even though the first one whiffed.
Oh, messes up the input.
Okay, tries to go for the A+B there as a read on a GI, but it doesn't happen.
That's total hitbox got extended a little bit from the move, and that 2K took it. Nice clash.
And a
works
clash.
works in Vetwise's favor. Coup de grace. Flashy combo. Thing gets schmixed. Uh-oh, is that with punish?
That is a whiff punish indeed. That's going to be some pretty big damage. Raphael has, average damage super on whiff punish.
Yeah, I always felt it was low, but then like I get hit by it and see my life bar going away. You're like, it's not that low. I guess it's better than like getting sidestep and punished by like Cassandra super, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, DP 22K on Oki takes that round for Florida. Florida's up 2-0, but Vutwise is not out. There we go. Good interrupt with the 6B.
Right, and another counter hit from Vetwise, not able to quite get the ring out. Tried to set it up, but we're going the other way now. And now the ring out is in Haohmaru's favor. Goes for the magic Oki, and it connects. Oh, Vetwise sidesteps into RE to get around the vertical option of Florida Man, and is able to close out the round, putting himself on the board. Starting off this round is some damage for Florida Man, but Vetwise coming back with the 6BB, getting a little bit of something, but Florida Man gets him with the jump attack.
Good tech crouch into the DP. 2A trying to keep him trying to stop him from moving, but can't do it forever.
And the 6-6AB is going to get punished by Vetwise here. With the 6B is not going to get the bit punish that maybe Florida Man was looking for. The sidestep is going to allow Florida Man to evade the vertical option of Rangel and take the game. Of Vetwise.
Yeah, utilizing what I've been told is one of the big weaknesses of Raphael is his horizontal weakness. I couldn't think of any fancy other word. Yeah.
Yeah. I think his neutral horizontals aren't amazing, but his one-two stance are pretty good.
Right. Exactly. And so it's if he gets in the stance, you can't just step like a madman. But when you're playing the step neutral footsies game, he's a very linearly aligned character. So worked out in Florida's favor after a big read. And now Florida just A-ing, which I now know is +6 on hit.
That's a lot.
What you get for I-14.
Yeah. So
I don't know if that move is plus on block, but Florida Man just presses a button and catches him on Oki. Tries to do the duck fancy stuff, but doesn't work. Alright, there we go. Vetwise trying to disrespect some of his own pressure, trying to keep him out of it, get into his own.
good duck on the AB is able to get a punish. Florida Man getting hit by a reverse ledge. We're going to go for a mix. Sidesteps Vetwise's vertical option, but it doesn't get a pretty strong punish. Oh, Vetwise whips an RI. That does not look good. Using up meter for absolutely nothing. It's able to get the Shadow of AB to connect though, and a front row on the wall is going to be a great for Vetwise.
Yeah, I don't know what that RI was. That had to have been just complete misinput. Alright, neutral poking around. Again, both of them fairly long range characters, so.
Yeah, 2A to interrupt.
Yeah, and interrupt that, get him out of that stance, because that's not completely true if you just do it down in neutral. Alright, Vetwise trying to space him out with some of his longer range moves, trying to keep him out.
Oh, the magic Oki is going to get he's out of range of the soul charge burst. So the did not get interrupted. That actually put Vetwise in a good situation because you're a lot closer to him. Florida Man was a lot closer to him then. He was able to use that good positioning in order to take the round.
Ducks the throw attempt, gets the DP for some damage. Tries to go for another heavy slash.
But the wall raising A is going to just reach and take the round. Florida Man is on set point, where if Vetwise takes this round, he'll have to win a whole nother game in order to make it to loser semi.
There we go. Gets the kick into the wall combo for a, I guess, good amount of damage. Oh, was that a tech catch?
Oh, and he's going to tech, but no, it's not going to catch.
That is not a
but
tech
Florida
catch.
Man's going to get a lethal hit.
That was the complete opposite of a tech catch, and then Florian gets a giant combo in response.
Oh, whiffs a DP. That was able to get some damage in there. Still has a lot of work to do, but that wall splat is going to be it. Fortiman's going to take the game and the set. 2-0. Which he'll have to fight TJMcBiggs in a loser semi. This is a run back.
It will be, yes. But before we do that one, we got to go back up to the winner's side. We got to run that match first, actually. So we'll see now Xephukai and Rangel in our winner's final, first to 3. This is hype. This is hype. I get to see Rangel in a winner's final.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since we've seen Rangel in winner's final.
I mean, he even mentioned himself he's been kind of struggling with it lately. So, oops.
But
no,
tonight is his night to shine, but you still have to fight Xephukai, so good luck with that. I'm really excited because I feel like Rangel's finally, back in his groove, and he's got a character that he enjoys more than his previous main, and the fruits of his labor are really starting to bloom. So I'm excited to see how well he's able to play against Xephukai in this winner's final set, especially since it's first to 3.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to think and pay attention to the whole max. I still don't really know what Raphael does. I know like a couple things, but Raphael's one of those characters I have never really gotten to see much playing in my local or local adjacent areas, and actually, like, VetWise is really the only player that I know personally who plays Raphael, until I sort of started hanging out in Noah with Rangel. So I'm not gonna lie, Raphael is still kind of a mystery to me.
Yeah, I mean, I could always know more about Raphael, that's for sure.
Yeah. I think it's just one of those characters, like, it's not super overly complicated, just something like, if you don't have anyone who typically plays them a lot, it's kind of hard.
Raphael just has a lot of good options.
True.
Let me show you how to win.
Alright. Zep is going to stick.
Versus Cassandra.
Yeah, Zep is going to stick with his Cassandra, going for the Omega skin color on this one. And then, yeah, with Setsuka,
Why
so...
do you stand in my way? Don't cry.
Taunt each other real.
Yeah. Alright, so the first damage here is going to be a 2A from Rangel. Xephukai getting a punish to Rising K. Going back to neutral here, just trying to play small, a little bit of pokes. No, but Rangel gets a launch to 236B. Ooh, good walk around of the GI, just lit the GI of Xephukai with and get a punish. But Xephukai's going to get some pretty good damage in here, and Ogi set up. Just going for small pokes, plus 2 strings. Xephukai using the pressure very well, but Rangel ducks the throw. Xephukai does not get a punish. We're getting pretty close life discrepancy here, and the first round goes to Rangel.
Yeah, missed the punish, but didn't lose momentum on the pressure, and it ended up working out for him. The counter hit Umbrella, it's a nice chunk of damage. Interrupt by the wall raising A, or no, it was a 6A. I don't remember. Anyway, Zep's putting his pressure on, gets the throw, Oki situation, gets a low throw, straight back into Oki. 1K gets blocked, small punish, not much. Oh no, it's caught ducking, launch. Oh, and the switch pressure gets the counter hit, 3-3B. That's going to go into a wall.
That's going to be a wall splat, but that's it for the combo. Throw break from Xephukai, but a good interrupt from Rangel there. We're getting really close again, but the 6-6A, Xephukai is able to take the round for himself. Xephukai going for some big life here is able to break the throw of Rangel. Oh, and 6K, I think that is gonna tackle, but Rangel pushes Xephukai right off of him. The counter hit straight into Divine Force. Xephukai with a great option here, maybe to break his guard if he has to go for like a 2K. Divine Force gives him a lot more, so the 2K is going to take the round, putting him game point.
Yeah, Zeph just again doing just like such a goes for the back turn setup. Doing a really great job of just like showing you just again the power of just pokes, just little pokes here and there. They end up adding up a lot. Not so much this round, getting a lot of really big reads and good counter hits off that. Alright, Soul Church is back, gets rid of Rangel's plus frames. Oh, but Rangel just runs in, gets the 6-6B.
And more mix-ups for Rangel. The throw is not going to connect, but Beyblade will connect for Xephukai, and he's able to close the round with the 6B.
No matter what, I always win in the end.
Battle 1. Fight.
Alright, see what is Rangel going to have to change up, sort of figure some things out.
I think you just have to change up his timings a little bit in order to keep Xephukai on his toes so he doesn't adapt and gets too comfortable.
Yeah. I feel like he might want to try and play the range game a little bit more as well. I could be
GI's in
wrong.
return, but he gets going for another 2-3-6B and a duck under the high of Xephukai.
Oh, tried to duck, guessing a low, and then Zeph just sort of ran forward and was able to mix him up. Alright. Zeph gets thrown. Ooh. Blocks the 1K, gets the wall raising K, not much of a punish. Setsuka's wall raising punish game isn't that great outside of her umbrella.
Oh, the throw break, Xephukai is just breaking all the throws from Rangel right now. He's just on point with his guessing those 50-50 situations, and is able to close out the round with Divine Force option.
Ooh, tech crouches on the 668.
And the GI is going to get payoff for Rangel as Xephukai goes for the reversal edge and gets called out with an A+B. Rangel going in for a soul charge now. Gets Xephukai off of him with the soul charge. Is that a soul charge? I don't know what that input is.
That was that was a move out of stance.
Yeah, it's he gets the stance move from soul charge.
Yeah, it's just that's just the regular B.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in soul charge. All her moves out. Oh, that's a whip punish to kill.
I didn't know the beat turned into something else completely different, but yeah, that C is gonna close out game 2 for Xephukai.
Yeah, no, yeah, in soul charge, Setsuka, her out of the Johnny stance is, I don't know what it actually called. It's just what I know it. Yeah, her most of her options get better. Specifically, that B becomes that giant, like multi-hit string, because she's in soul charge. I think she also might need her mechanic, full. I'd have to be checked on that one.
Would make sense. All right, so Xephukai getting in plenty of damage in for round number 1 here. Already about 60% of the way done with this round.
Oh wow, interrupts with the 1A. Yeah. I've noticed Xephukai's done a really good job of conditioning Rangel out of using throws with the jumping moves. And I think that's really starting to hurt Rangel a little bit because it's sort of one option. Zeph just doesn't really have to think about it anymore. But I can't understand the hesitation. But again, just showing how like smart Xephukai can be at conditioning their opponent. Whips the 3B while rising a counter hit. Smack for the combo.
Xephukai really doing a lot here. Goes into soul charge. Is able to sidestep, but not whiff punish Rangel's attack. Goes in for a throw, but Rangel is able to break it. Xephukai's not the only one breaking all the throws.
That's dead.
That's going to be another combo kill for Xephukai, putting himself at set point.
I did not hit the update button. My bad. Jumps the 1A. Oh, there we go. Gets counter hit, jump. Then goes for the throw and it gets broken. So doesn't move well. Just counter hit 3-3 or 6-6B. Ooh, ducks under the high move. It gets low thrown. Goes in the attack throw.
50. Here's the shield.
Alright, yeah. Soul charge gets out of the pressure. Goes to the soul attack.
This is some pressure, but Xephukai challenges with an AA, and it worked. There's another throw from Xephukai. This one connects, and he gets a combo. This is going to be really close to killing. I don't think it's going to be quite. Blocks the 1B, able to go for a throw attempt, but he's not able. Xephukai keeps breaking, but he does not break the throw in return of Xephukai, and Xephukai is able to take the set 3-0, putting him in winner's final, grand finals winner side.
Correct. Yeah, Zeph was smart, and just again those jumping moves, again really made Rangel have to think hard about what he wanted to do to try and get Zeph to stop stepping, because from what I remember, again, Setsuka does not do very well in that department outside of a couple of her lows and throws. So Zeph was able to get a lot of movement and positioning, sort of to just do things, and Rangel was kind of struggling to adapt to that. But he did show he played very well. Again, it's Zeph.
Yeah, Zeph just adapts way faster than you can keep up with him. And I think that's why he plays so well. So next is going to be loser semis, TJMcBiggs versus Florida Man.
Alright, so coming for the run back all the way in loser semifinal towards the end.
So
There you go. Okay, cool.
some time here in character select, making sure that everyone is here that's supposed to be. Gonna be checking controls in a minute. Gonna be locking in our characters. I wonder if Florida Man is gonna go with the Nightmare again. It did do really well in the first set that these two played earlier today.
Yeah, I mean, even going, I mean, way back when I watched Florida first play like Hooligans in like the West Coast Invitationals that we did. That's when I first started really understood how like strong that matchup is in Nightmare's favor. So I don't really feel like Florida doesn't really have a reason not to go Nightmare versus.
He doesn't,
2B.
but I still think if he felt like playing Haohmaru, that he would be comfortable enough to make it work.
Yeah, because it's one of those things. Again, it just depends on how the player feels.
Yeah.
There's just some matchups where if you just play a specific character, it just your brain works way easier.
But the Nightmare was successful, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did go with that decision again. But it is Florida Man, and he is known to be unpredictable at times.
I'm waiting. I'm checking. Checking to see if everything's good on your end.
Let's see how many Matcherino codes we have left. There are 12 remaining, so we're almost done.
Nice, 12 codes remaining. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's just only a little bit more. If you haven't done already, you can click that link to the Matcherino, go sign in or create a Matcherino account, click that claim coupon code button, and you free, doesn't cost you anything, 50 cents into the pot. Still 12 left. That is exactly $6 that could still be added on top of the pot, so we would very much appreciate it.
And everyone here has a Twitch account. You can sign in just as easily with your Twitch account. 'Cause that's what I do. So, still waiting on the players to get in here. Summer Jam, end of August. We got more events coming up. We got NEC in November.
Okay, there we go. Florida.
Welcome to
Florida
the
is
stage
back
of
from
history.
fighting a feline storm.
Okay. So I think Florida Man also may have wanted to take a one-piece side.
Yeah, I think TJ's gonna give that to him, which will update my scoreboard to reflect. So yeah, I think they're both in here. Hopefully he'll be able to stay focused and won't have to check too much. But yeah.
This is still a 1-2 fight. It is loser semis. We're not quite in the finals yet. So whoever wins this is guaranteed some money in third place. Okay, it looks like everyone's finally here.
All right.
Checking buttons.
All right. No one setting their guard to the right stick
I
button.
didn't say anything yet.
That'd be weird.
I still don't understand how Cyprox does that, but I'd have to see it in person is all. Like I'm
Yeah.
completely, I don't mind it, not against it, but I would have to see it in person to
I-
physically understand how that fool guards using his right stick button.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to guard with it.
Yeah.
But humans are capable of extremely weird things, and if it works for Cyprox, I guess it just works.
Warriors dance in a masquerade of death.
anyway,
Because there's one guy at Evo one year who was playing with his controller upside down.
Then we turn.
true. All right, so
It didn't work out for him. But
all right, so Florida Man is going to stay on Nightmare into this matchup. We're gonna see how 2B.
Off the bat.
Yeah, we'll see how TJ can sort of adapt to change. Yeah.
Able to stuff the armor with a low kick, whips the 6-6B, but Florida Man not too worried. Oh, goes for another armor kill. TJMcBiggs starting to play a bit smart here. He's also a little bit better for TJ considering that there are no ring outs. But if you get hit by that low by the wall, it is guaranteed wall splat, and one more attack from Florida Man or TJ is going to be it. So the Florida Man is able to pull the trigger first. 9K.
9K.
And
9K.
Nightmare's 9K is a horizontal mid.
Imagine having a jumping horizontal mid that's like good.
Play Yoshi.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to play my character.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Sophie's 9K is good. Tom, you have 9B. You can be quiet. Oh, she's whiffs the move to try and interrupt and gets bubbled out of it. Now he has to hold his gunshots. Tries to drill to catch a backstep, but TJ sidesteps and punishes, kills it, and takes that round back.
Battle 3. Fight.
Alright, soul charge, knock. Oh, wait. Nope, it's 2B. She gets special privilege in the air. Oh, but the AGI.
Maybe out. With the AGI whips an RI. I guess he assumed that TJMcBiggs was going to soul charge there, but smart enough not. Makes himself punishable for Florida Man to get pretty good damage and a terror charge. Now he goes to soul charge to get him off himself. Oh, but the armor burst is going to get TJMcBiggs out of the air. Ooh, he tries to go for a night low stance mix up, but the flapjack is going to take it instead.
Turn this around.
Yep, and can't whiff the angler stacks. The stance. Nightmare has the perfect move against it. Alright, TJ peppering in his buttons, but eventually it gets blocked, so he loses his turn. But interrupts. Ooh, good patience on the aerial K, and then gets the terror charge. AJ to try and stop step. Here we go. Yeah, Foreman's showing good patience, holding through these mixes, just blocking through them all. Now he backs away from the soul charge version, so he just doesn't have to deal with it, but
Yeah, it looks
got
like
close
he's going to
enough.
be caught by the AGS anyways. It's going to be some pretty good damage, but TJMcBiggs gets drilled. The life lead goes right back into Florida Man's favor, going into a soul charge and a soul attack, but it gets blocked. Oh, he is getting mixed by the 2-2K. If that hits you, it's a 50-50. If you block it, you gotta make sure that you duck the second hit, or else it becomes a mix-up.
Drops the punish and then gets mixed and dies for it. That sucks.
6-6-A. Pretty good move. I mean, it's an approaching horizontal low with true mix-ups on hit.
There we go. Holds the reversal edge, wins it. Soul attacks try to whip punish, but got up just in time.
Another 6-6-A. Oh, but the AGS spear is gonna take Fortiman right out of his armor. And another soul attack for TJMcBiggs gets interrupted by Nightmare's 3K. Oh, tries to go for a soul charge, but TJMcBiggs eats all of the meter, and just enough. This is gonna be the game for TJMcBiggs.
Actually, you know what? I think he went for a CE, but I think TJ did a low, so knocked him out of it.
I was feeling the CE too. I was feeling the CE, but I saw the meter get used up as a soul charge, and maybe that is what he wanted to do.
Oh, maybe that's what it says, but. Oh, gets caught.
Oh, and
back.
nice hit.
Yeah, gets back turn.
Oh, but the 6-6-A is not going to be fast enough in order to stuff Fortiman out of his revenge. The drill just barely hits the TJ out of aerial elite, but only the first hit. And the back throw is going to be escaped by TJMcBiggs. And a 9K to counter hit TJ's attempt of attacking. TJ still takes the round with the 1B.
Oh yeah.
Soul attack.
Yeah, I just realized for my position, I have a hard time reading the little hit buttons or banners on the side. Half the time I can't see them.
I try to keep up with those.
Yeah, they're hard. They're far away. And I'm viewing it through my slobs window, so it's very tiny.
Alright, a counter hit for TJMcBiggs. Goes in for a spear low. Oh, but he's gonna throw Fortiman right out of the CE attempt. He goes for a CE. Finish off this combo. This could be the round.
Yeah.
I know that
should be
notorious for scaling way too much, but was enough for TJMcBiggs to take the round away. He puts himself on set point.
That one actually knocks her down out of the air. Interrupting, keeping this pressure up. Into
the
a wall
wall splat is
combo.
going to be mega damage. Fortiman goes for a flapjack, another flapjack, a third flapjack to take the round.
You know, I've been told by people Nightmare does no damage. I don't think they play this game.
They must not.
Oh, there we go. Gets punished. I don't know if that is punished. I think you just got to counter it, but. Oh, big lethal hit.
Lethal hit. And more damage. Fortiman looking to take this, but the back turn B plus K, TJMcBiggs is able to take his momentum back, making it really scary situation for Fortiman. Able to interrupt TJ with the 3K, just needs one more, but whip! TJ takes it, the 6 BB whip punish.
Feels bad.
How far are we in the bracket?
That
we
was
just finished with losers semi.
That was losers semi. We're on a losers final now.
Wow, good timing then.
Yeah. Welcome, Konmai.
Welcome. Hello, me.
Why did that? Wait, what was it? What was it that whiffed?
What, 6-6 KO kill?
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of like an Oki setup, but
yeah, I
didn't
guess.
pan out.
Anyway, man. Oh, well. That was some good stuff. Good. I mean, TJ made some good adaptations. Didn't go well the first time. Came back the second time. Good shit.
Yeah, a great run back by TJMcBiggs, taking that set back 2-0.
All right. Cool. So, Florida Man will unfortunately take out in fourth, and TJ is going to go into losers final, where him and Rangel are going to duke it out.
Rangel.
Right now.
It's weird. I was watching it like in the middle of a really crowded and loud bar. I was like, wait, that's totally Rangel. I can tell because he's not like constantly mashing and taking his turn, and his Oki is always low. He comes from the classic school of, well, not the classic, but kind of like almost like the new school of woes, versus like, yeah, but how long can I annoy you on wake up? Until you start being like, okay, I'm gonna block because I'm actually very irritated by now, and then the mids start flying, and you're like, oh god.
All right.
Is there an echo on commentary? Hello, hello.
I do not hear it.
Oh, Destro. You? This is your fault, Bo.
All right. So here we go. Wrangle, TJ first to 3, losers final, sets into B.
Have they played each other earlier in the bracket? Can't remember off the top of my head.
They have not.
Okay. It's kind of going to be up to rank. All right. Well, he tried to slow him down with a 3-3B, but didn't. Just decided to whip through his opponent.
TJMcBiggs whips a GI there. Wrangle able to get in some good damage and momentum. Another launch.
Interesting. Yeah, he's opting for mid early. Woo, nice night today.
Battle 2. Fight.
Slightly quiet. Let me crank myself up. Hello, hello. Am I louder?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right, Wrangle getting some more damage here on TJMcBiggs. A little bit of a reset, but run up for some Oki, and it pays off a little bit. TJMcBiggs able to take some momentum back. No punish on that -12 spear mid, but a throw attempt from Wrangle is going to end up being broken by TJ. And
oh no!
Ring out.
Good old Trace B, bro.
Battle 3. Fight.
Oh,
He
okay.
drew 6B. He's going to start off, but TJ coming back. He's got some good AGS mix-ups here. Gets his 1B blocked. Gets a punish. We're in more counter hit combos for Wrangle, putting him in a significant life lead. Another 2-3 counter hit.
Yeah, just gets in there. Oh, goes with the delay Mary Poppins. I like it.
Yeah, you've been doing that all night.
Another launch for damage there.
Okay, blah, blah.
TJMcBiggs taking the momentum back. Goes for the spirit low this time. And that connects.
Makes sense. He's been conditioning with Behold a lot, so. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Here we go. Holds the mix. Goes for the mid. Double at mid. Okay, goes for the whole thing. Is that like only -8 on block or something? Oh.
Which move? But that's gonna be a ring up for TJ, putting us in the final round, game number 1 here.
Yeah, I think like AGS AA or A hold, one of the two. Oh, goes for that very TJMcBiggs-esque 4-4B up like at 0 range, expecting his opponent to backstep preemptively, but he's just staying in there. Wrangle going on a rampage.
Oh, and another whip 3B from TJMcBiggs, but the AGS fist is gonna hit him. Still do some damage. Wrangle coming back with the 1-AAAA, gets a little bit, just needs one more hit in order to take game number 1. So that's a great life lead. He's going to take it with a 2A, best 2A in the game.
Yeah.
Not only is it as fast as like your average 2A being I-12, it's got longer range than everyone else's standard 2A.
That's crazy because it looks kind of stubby.
Yep. It's even more range than Geralt and Cervantes 2A.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I've seen the
I've seen it.
yeah. It was like somebody was a comparison of standard 2As, and Setsuka's had the most range.
That's
I forgot
wild.
exactly, yeah.
Whoa. Almost gets a wish punish with Umbrella, but just a little bit short, but doesn't get punished for it, so kind of a comfort spot for Wrangle right now. Ooh, side throw.
Oh, he ducks under the AAA, so good punish by Wrangle, getting in some pretty good damage in. Having a huge life lead, so the AGS back dash isn't going to work very well against Umbrella because he got red.
That's crazy. I'm surprised you can just go umbrella to react to backwards AGS. It's pretty impressive. Okay, catching the back step, back turn. Gonna get a nice chunk of change here. Oh, goes for a reset. I like it. Ooh. Oh my god, dude, what a big bet though. Well, rising B plus K, that moves hella slow.
In the mix, TJ's gonna take a round.
Yeah. It's like, take this man to Vegas, dude. Ooh, great whip punish though.
Big buttons coming out from Rangel is able to duck the AAA again and gets a wall combo for it. Fakes a stance, which is pretty good at this point. You have a lot of life to work with. And the 1A is just going to give you a perfect. Run up 236B. I feel like that's worked multiple rounds now. So TJMcBiggs showing that he's not adapting to the 236B opener.
Yeah, he's starting a lot of his rounds off with aggression. And like even like we saw like a raw 3B even work in the earlier rounds as well. But ooh, ding dong!
Yeah, so attack and lethal hit. This is gonna hurt a lot.
Wow, they even had a mini reset baked in there, bro. Tempo. Oh, nice block though.
1A is gonna get it's gonna get blocked, but not punished optimally.
Oh my god. Just nickels and dimes slowly but surely. And there's like a micro T-bag.
He must be upset about something. The 1AA is actually minus 20 on block, so getting an AA, I guess, is better than nothing. But you definitely want to try and punish that as optimally as you can.
Oof. Ooh, nice GI.
Good GI on the 6B.
Oh.
Or it could have been an umbrella.
Oh, yeah!
And a great whip punish there. TJ getting a lethal hit into a combo. This is going to be enough.
Man, feel bad for Rangel right there. He was like, oh, I'm going to have normal Oki, right? Nope. It's actually secretly set up to get whiffed on. Really good heads up play by TJ to just immediately 6BB on wake up and get the lethal hit. Why are we naming like all the Patrocoloses that have like different variants of like the coronavirus?
Good question. Ooh, the break attack didn't go straight through that GI. TJ is in perfect territory right now.
Oh,
that's gonna. Yep.
You there? Kappa Pat. God. Get out of here. Okay, Wither and Die. Go. Wow, already 50%. Off of just a couple sequences of Oki, but this is 2B, so any bit of momentum shift can kind of turn bad for Rangel. We'll see if he's able to get some sort of aggressive momentum instead of just kind of waiting it out. But here we go. Gets a counter hit. Get the... Nope, never mind. I lied. No wall spot for him.
Goes under the AAA series with an umbrella this time. Just not with the same punish he was doing, but it's been punished multiple times. TJ's attempt to do it. Maybe he should try to do something else instead. The umbrella gets blocked, but he still only gets an AA. Oh,
there we go.
It's gonna get umbrella punished.
Oh,
it's at least minus 14. But TJMcBiggs gets a solo attack opportunity. Tries to go for the mix, but he doesn't really get a whole lot done. Rangel was trying to go back in. And whips punish the vertical there from Aerial Elite.
Yeah, I think he was actually hoping for the 9K to lethal hit, but he does not get it.
Yeah.
I think it threw him off a little bit.
Unfortunate. Just a little bit too late, perhaps.
Ooh, that's an interesting punish on that. He slide A. Huh.
Another Shade Buster.
Yeah, it's like Pot Buster, but probably not as good.
Yeah, with an umbrella.
Yeah.
But TJ's going to go for an AGS throw, and he's going to get some good damage here with the 4-4B with the Oki setup. Do not do anything from AGS, decides to opt for stance cancel and throw dead. It seems to be working out. And that's another round for TJMcBiggs.
Ooh, sealed the
Another
deal.
game, actually. This is going to be his second game.
Is this losers finals? Or losers quarters?
It is the first of 3.
Okay, cool. I need more. Moss. I need to live Moss, bro. Oh, hey, we unlocked Soul 2B on the machine. Nice.
Sick.
We did it, team.
Battle 1.
Only to be wiped away again because I think don't we reset like the save file every time?
No, it stays on this one.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
All right, time to unlock up 4 now, guys. You heard it here first.
All right, so we're Ringle's getting some damage back. Still has 1 game in the set, so he's not too far behind.
Brilliant punish right there too.
You good whip punish there. The combo is not going to connect. Unfortunately, Ringle has to look for another way to win this round, but he is able to.
Battle 2. Fight.
Okay, tries for that 236B twice in a row, but he's not going to get rewarded for it twice. Whoa, what is he going? What?
Fortunately, though, it just ended up being a whip. TJMcBiggs has him on the wall now.
Oh, wow. Wake up Shade Buster. This guy's got some balls, dude. Respect. Okay, goes for that delayed mix up again for the reset. Okay, more Shade Buster with punishment. Ooh, ooh, just low profiling, dude. This guy is on the ground. Okay, but it's not out of the woods yet. He's got to block the mix, and he doesn't block the mix. Is he dead? Not quite. Oh, nice block.
Oh, and there's going to be a punish. Wrangle taken in the second round. Still alive.
Nice GI. Gonna get in there. Delaying his offense a little bit.
Give up already.
I like the way that TJ's playing the game, though, because he's basically 100% discouraging any defensive 2As. A lot of his stuff that he's been using up on approach to continue pressure actually has been like a tech jump. Oof.
Battle 4. Fight.
TJ is able to get at least 1 round in this game, getting closer to making his way back into grand finals, but still has to win 2 more rounds where Wrangle is going to soul charge and hit TJ out of his aerial leap. This is going to be damage and not going to kill, but it will put Wrangle in a very uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, he doesn't have. He's gonna have like no butter too. He's gonna lose. Oh, okay. Still a half whoop. But yeah, I'm not sure what he's gonna be able to pull out of here. Okay, there's a good start. Counts to 5. Running out of juice right there. Gets up tempo. Oh, by side throw. Back turn.
1 more, and that's going to be. We're going to the final game of this loser's final set.
My blade. I am
Goes for the clutch low back turn. Wow.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
All right, we're moving stages. Gonna go hang out at the crib of Edgemaster. Nice open stage. Has a lot of, I don't know. It's kind of like ring up potentially, so gotta be worried about getting pushed to the edge by just like sort of waiting out AGS. Much slower pace.
Wrangle's gonna get him some Oki here. TJ finding an opening for the 4-4A.
Oh, hoping he get whip punish, but that's okay. Gets a counter. Oh, is that a combo drop? Oh, goes for Shape Buster again. Expecting, I guess it beats out certain options, but not the hold of the A plus B. Interesting. Ooh, yeah. Goes for the standard Topo Koki, good stuff.
2B usually has at least 1 option she can do that beats however you're trying to stop her stance. But the 6B is going to counter hit, giving Wrangle some good momentum here, but he does get thrown by TJMcBiggs. He has to wake up for the guard, rolls out of the 1B.
He's like, well, you're standing for this one now. You're not going to block it. Pokes him again.
Oh, just another Shade Buster right out of the aerial leap into AGS. And this is going to combo and it will kill.
Yeah, he's cooked. But yeah, I like the Shade Buster limiting the options that come out of aerial leap. It's going to force TJ to probably think a little bit more about his options, perhaps in the future.
Battle 3. Fight.
Okay, very hit.
Oh,
Whoa,
the
wow.
Mirage is going to launch Wrangle right out of its attack.
Yeah. Okay, going for that delay again. It's gonna get pick up a nice chunk of change. Already half health. Oh, it doesn't block that. Interesting. Yeah.
Another
there we
Shade
go.
Buster is really doing work against TJ's stance attempts here.
Yeah, I think it's completely nullifying aerial leap K. I think his only option that seems to be slow enough is going to be A+B hold, and you don't really get much off of that. So yeah, it's really shifting the risk reward in the match a lot. Whew,
But
there
I
it is
have
again.
seen as well that when TJ does block the Shade Buster, that he's not getting a punish or a very good punish on it. So there's no reason why rtsRangel should stop going for it, despite its massive unsafety.
Yeah.
See, there's the Shade Buster blocks, could have got a launch, but instead TJ did AA.
Yeah, it's got a
Going
short
for
block
plus
string
right
though. So
It is.
It's oddly understandable that it's not being punished properly. Okay, counts to 5. What's the back turn? Okay, just runs up. Whoa! Oh,
That's going to be so close to a ring out, but it'll be a KO instead. So we're going to the final round of the set. Shade Buster's under the attack, but so TJ going for some AGS fake outs here at the 4-4B. It does get blocked. Oh, going for it's a soul charge attacks here.
Seems a spicy Oki out of there. Nice double
And,
throw.
And that's going to be enough to kill the guaranteed Shade Buster after the throw. The Wrangle gets his run back of Xephukai in Grand Finals.
That was really smart. I like his Oki there. You know, pick pretty much every option. Like the second you force your opponent to be like, okay, I gotta stop trying to roll or do anything, he cleverly sussed it out. It's just like, I'm gonna throw you, and it goes for just like a perfect amount of damage. Is that his name? SXCTFU.
You know what the curse is? Again, because it autofills when you're adding. So if I just, like, it autofills and then I hit one button accidentally and it messes up. So that's where that's coming from. I'm not just having a stroke with my fingers.
I was like, who is XCFU? It's like, it sounds like little Zeph, but like a lot cuter. Actually, no, that's the name of like Zeph when he dresses like the unicorn at Halloween.
I saw that.
Yeah. So it's like forever burned into my mind.
All right. We're gonna use a quick bathroom break. Matcherino, 11 codes remaining.
11.
Konmai, how does that make you feel?
Really bad, dude. Like,
Konmai was just having the time of his life, hanging out with friends. He comes back and there's still 11 codes remaining. Chat, you're gonna do this to Konmai?
yeah, you're gonna
You
do
just
this. I mean,
You're
you're
gonna
totally
do
gonna
this
do
to
it to me.
Konmai.
You're absolutely gonna do it to me, but you know, consider the possibility of, even if, like, listen, we're already making our stand, right? Probably most of us in chat aren't probably playing an Evo. But we can at least slam the Matcherino code, you know? Like,
Is Evo on PS4?
yeah.
SoulCalibur, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I knew the answer, but
Like, so, like, somebody tweeted, I think it was John Nitty who tweeted this very eloquently. We're in a really bad catch-22. On one hand, none of us really want to play on PS4. On the other hand, it would be really cool if we did have a big showing for the game as a last hurrah.
yeah,
But we have to play on PS4.
yeah, and you don't really get to play on
To the stage of
PS4
history.
Yeah.
so much. You
but
just kind of chop through things.
it's gonna be weird. But either way, I sadly I can't play in it because I'm actually working that day. So
What day is it?
it's like on like Friday or something. Thursday, Friday or something.
Next
I can't
Friday or
remember
this
which-
Friday?
I think it's like soon.
I think it's the 17th. It's this Saturday, I think.
Oh, yeah, it is a... Jeez, yeah, I won't be able to play. That sucks.
Not words.
Yeah. I will not be either because I will be... well, no. I'm busy Saturday.
Yeah, right? It's kind of unfortunate because it's like post-COVID... Well, we're not post-COVID. We're like in the midst of COVID Delta land, right?
Prepare to be
Like,
amazed.
everybody's like insanely busy now. This is not our summer anymore. It's like back to work, boys.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Need to get the stream back up. Oh man, popped out the player. Never mind. All right, the Cassandra, man. I've been watching this on streams like throughout the day. I'm really curious because the thing that I really respect about Xephukai's Cassandra is that he's using a lot of tools that deny a lot of movement options, like B6, right? He's like he will just let it rip, like, and I think that's kind of cool. I like the boldness of it.
And it'll lethal hit you for backstepping.
Isn't it
So all
pretty
you-
unsafe though?
I don't know, honestly. I'd have to frame caliber for that.
Yeah,
But,
right.
But the punish on the low with the Shade Buster. Oh, but does not block the 1B hold there, unfortunately. Xephukai's going to take the round.
I've seen that 1B in another timeline, but it's on Oki, and it's in it like I'm in a casual lobby. There it is again. Okay. I'm kind of curious to see how many mids Zeph is throwing out because, yeah, he has a pretty not predictable cadence, but he is willing to push B6 a lot, especially in kind of awkward timings. So I wonder if it's just time to just randomly duck.
So if you're trying to get that lethal hit, you only need to be 0.
Wow.
So it's like it's the same speed as the actual backstep itself. So it's very easy to catch people with that lethal hit if they are backstepping a lot. But it looks like Rangel is not actually backstepping all that much. He's gonna block his super here and punish it with the Shade Buster.
Nice.
Yeah, it must be nice having a backstep lethal hit that's actually the same speed as a backstep.
Yeah.
I'm not salty.
Ooh, Sukers. Nice throw. Okay, yeah, I feel like Zeph's getting a feel for when his opponent is just statue blocking a lot. Oh, is he out?
So this is gonna be a combo and a ring out. Another round for Rangel.
Let's go, Wriggle. Alright, we're going around. Oh, wow. Nice AB. Wow, that one case kind of gross, actually, on counter hit. Nice. Getting that B6. Oh, whoa.
Oh, but the combo's gonna whiff. Xephukai getting another opportunity, and we know Xephukai when he has low health.
Yep. He gets stronger. He's getting more buff by the second, but never mind.
Rangel's able to close it out before it was too late. And he's able to take in everyone. He is on the loser side, so he needs to win this first to 3 and one more first to 3 in order to win the whole tournament.
Alright, we're gonna go back in time, land before I'm gonna try to think. Time Spiral. I miss that set. It's a good set. Okay, lots of mids coming out, looking good, but slowing down a little bit. Nice 2K, but good disrespect by Ringel. He's like, you're -4, I don't care.
Go over 3A. It's safe. The 3-8A from Cassandra is not a move you want to use in this matchup because on block you can be Shade Buster.
Oh wow.
It is -14.
Ooh. Curious what he was thinking that would be aerial at that particular point. Wow!
Good
Whoa!
job.
Woo! Right under
For
there.
Rangel. And he's able to get some momentum going, but Xephukai is bringing it back. A little bit playing small. Rangel is just going for multiple 2-ways in a row. Xephukai stands right up into the throw. Rangel, where he gets a good setup.
There's the knee again.
And there's a 3AK, gets a Shade Buster just like that.
Cool.
And there's another
Nice.
minus 16 or more, I think, actually. It's a very punishable move. And Shade Buster is such a powerful punishment tool since
What
it's
the-
I-14.
God, what? Oh, I'm so sorry, Rangel. That was...
That was quite unfortunate.
Wow.
Let's see if Rangel can keep his core together after that interaction.
Yeah, that was definitely an interaction. My goodness. There we go. Good stab. Gets the wall splat. Ooh.
See what he's getting a whiff.
We live in a society. Okay, okay. Trying to harass, open up the guard a little bit. Ooh, a little duck. Okay, slowing down, almost like shocked by his own reflexes right there, Rangel. Hey, he gets to confirm. Is he gonna kill?
And that will be a kill. Closing it. Let's go about with the Shade Buster.
Battle 4. Fight.
Okay, Beyblade blocks it out. Ooh. Yeah, the B6 getting punished. Well done with that step duck. Ooh, goes for the hold and tracks the whole way around. Of course, it is Worry, so. Goes for the super ramp punch. Doing okay. Pressure's on. Okay, Soul Charge kicks him out. Beyblade.
Block. And then this guy decides to give it a Soul Charge here. Another one. His guard not looking great. rtsRangel couldn't go for a guard crush setup here. And if it connects the guard crush to win, but he does not need the guard crush. He can go for mix-ups instead. Xephukai tries to GI, but is not able to connect his parry. rtsRangel mixing up his timings very well. Keeps Xephukai on his toes.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, took him off his toes, stabbed him to death. Ryan gives the Shape Buster. He's still a red guard gauge. He has to go for the guard break right there. Doesn't get it. Unless it doesn't guard break. There we go. Smash. Oh,
But all you
gets-
get is a B. That kind of hurts.
I know. Nice, that big fat 2A. Slime the cross swing. Donk.
Alright, go for a soul attack. And another game goes to rtsRangel.
Rangel, dude, are you kidding me? He goes for the mid slow option? Let's go.
Well, Rangel looking nice.
You're looking spicy right now. This guy looks like he's ready for summer jam.
Rangel looking like a fat taquerito burrito, but all the ingredients are actually like evenly spread throughout. You know what I'm talking about?
No, that sounds really good right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Okay. Looking good. All right. Woes the second. I see.
What was the second?
No, look at that. Oh, he almost got the punish. That would have been tight, bro. Oh, nice. Good center tech. He's been doing a lot of BK, so great conditioning by Xephukai. Oh, goes to the mid. BK. Oh.
And that's going to be another round for Rangel.
Yes. Lots of guard stepping, but keeping it kind of irregular. So Zeph has been having a hard time pinning him down per se.
But this throw is going to find some damage in here. The 1AA, -6 on hit, so you're still going to be careful which move you do next. Even if you do connect that 1A as Setsuka. Xephukai is going to whip punish Shade Buster. And another throw, rtsRangel is having a hard time guessing which direction as Xephukai is trying to throw him. He's able to close it out with the jump B.
Oh.
And that's punishable with Shade Buster.
Uno B's, okay. Nice toss.
One
Ooh.
more counter hit here for Rangel to get his red flower up. He's probably looking for it so that Shade Buster gets upgraded. And there you got it right there. Still needs one more punish in order to get his moon fully. And there it is.
Yep.
So
I'm
now
not
he
sure-
has a fully charged lethal hit. For
See if the
Soul
soul attack comes out. Oh, no juice for him anymore. Never mind about the soul attack.
Yeah.
Maybe pop it a little bit.
Oh, but the wall raising A, 236A is gonna knock out rtsRangel.
Yeah, Rangel kind of taking his time moving around a little bit too much. Ooh, oh, all right. Well, I guess we phased through B6 like that. That's rising a hold. Gotta get a nice chunk of change off of this. Woo. Can't set your block against this man. Oh, wow. Goes for the hard call out on the crouch grab. Nice choice, but unfortunately, Rangel doesn't take the bait. He goes to the mid, so he...
Xephukai is able to take this game, putting himself on the board in grand finals.
What do you know?
rtsRangel might be able to reset the bracket.
Yeah.
But each game that, you know, happens, Xephukai gets that much more used to what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Starting off game number 4 here, rtsRangel will get some good damage on Xephukai.
Interesting choice from Zeph earlier. Goes for the big booty blast, but it's whip punish right after. Ay. Back and forth. Okay, triple A.
So he goes for the triple A and run counters Rangel. Another counter hit. Very risky option from Xephukai actually, but for some reason he just knew it would work.
Yeah, good sidewalking around the 1B as well. Ooh, nice block!
Good block on the low there, and a good jump over the low for Xephukai, able to close out this round.
Holy moly, dude. Down to the absolute wire.
So another throw, Xephukai is able to get some wall pressure here, goes for another throw, but Rangel is able to finally break the throw. Xephukai hears. Xephukai going in for some more pressure. In perfect territory still. Could kill rtsRangel. And there's the perfect.
Ooh. Crazy. Oh, wow. B6 on approach. Very bold.
Xephukai gets a counter hit with the behold. Tries to keep up his pressure by the wall to get a ring, wall splat into a ring out, but never mind. He goes for a mix-up instead. Not quite enough. I wonder if the unblockable option would have worked, unless you need to be in soul charge for that, or at least have to fight.
Yeah, you need DF for that, so he didn't have it available to him.
But the closes out game number 4 with the BK 3-0. We're going into the final game of grand finals. Unless rtsRangel is able to close out the set and reset the bracket.
Come on, man. Company of Heroes 3 is coming out. rtsRangel's got a buff.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
All right, gonna go to the stage where the walls do stay completely stationary and chill out.
Yeah, these walls definitely do not move on the stage.
Oh, interesting. Wow. Oh, man, but Rangel's already in a defensive stance. Oh, no, it's happening. You're getting punished for holding block on wake up. Woo. Is this a reversal of fortune?
No, we're not getting a ring out. But Rangel's going to have a lot of work to do in order to take this round from Xephukai. Trying to force some kind of wall, but it does run up and say it's a 236B counter hit, and then Xephukai is trying to pressure with small plus options such as BK and Behold.
I wish she just literally said behold. She does behold.
Yeah. Ha ha ha.
I love it.
Way too long. Yeah.
I actually do like the wall raising age hold option though. It's kind of like it kind of works with his timing because he always has like a couple almost like static options, and that one fits perfectly because it has such great coverage.
And Xephukai looking to deny the grand finals reset against rtsRangel here. He was put up a valiant fight so far. Still in this, not out of it yet. Just needs to win 3 rounds in a row in order to reset the bracket.
You asked for it, my
All right, we asked for it. 2 strength. Outside of the range of... Never mind, I lied. Thought he was just out of the range there. He could go for a whip punish, but no dice.
Yeah, it's a very long range. He goes into forward again. Xephukai is the life lead right now, making it really scary for Rangel. Just needs one more mix-up in order to get the... But he gets counter hit out of his 2-1-4 stance. Xephukai's mad, and he goes for a Beyblade, and it closes out the game, the set, and the tournament. 3-2.
Well, he proved his castle's ready. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well played by Xephukai, rtsRangel, and TJMcBiggs for making top 3. Thanks everyone else who came out to compete tonight as usual. It's lots of fun watching and commentating.
Yeah. Glad I got to yell in a public venue about things that were happening on stream. All right.
You made
I
the
love
bar
it.
more interesting.
It kind of did. Like people were looking at me like weird.
Good.
Especially like the last round between Florida and Zeph, and when he soul charged, I knew he was gonna do it. I could just feel it. It's like every new relatively new cast does it, right? Like soul charge Beyblade, the end. Like it's gonna happen. I was hoping, like in my wildest dreams, that he was gonna do the call out and do something crazy like waterfall slash to respond to it, and I would immediately got ejected from the venue because I would have like exploded.
Lamau.
But alas, was not meant to be. But awesome showing for him, especially like, I'm pretty impressed by Rangel, man. He's putting the fear of God. You're minus 14. You're gonna eat shit, man. Like, you're gonna eat that umbrella,
I have
dude.
to say, it was awesome to see Rangel perform so well tonight. I think this might be his first top 2 in a while.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Makes me want to get back on that grind for Summer Jam again.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna need to. Seeing how improved everybody's getting,
Yeah.
I can't just sit and rest.
Can't grind on the mic.
I know that. That's a very true statement. If being on the mic made you any good at this game, I might be not going 0-2 every week.
I mean, technically you aren't.
I mean, this week I haven't, but
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, congratulations to Xephukai for taking the victory. Really good showing from Rangel. Love seeing my boy out there. And then TJ, one of my other boys, out in 3rd for today. So congratulations to you 3 who will split this pot, which is currently at a total of $110.19.
one code, guys. One code. Just get
There it is.
we go. Let's go, Thugwump.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, there's still 8 codes left, so if you use them all up and use them in pairs, we're still good on that number. But yeah, $110.69. Very much appreciate it. Thank you all for very good job for that. So thank you. All right. All right. Well, it's 10:14. So you know all the normal stuff. There's nothing weird going on this week. Again, don't forget about the wiki. Don't forget about SoulCalibur portal.
I'm trying to figure out when Evo is happening this year for us.
I mean,
Is it this week or next week?
I don't know. I'm not paying attention.
I figure we might as well patronize that, considering that is.
I mean, yeah.
That's
it's just-
probably the last tournament for our game as far as like
That's big
think-
official one, yeah.
like big official one. But that's the thing. Like, I'll tell you what, this game's gonna stay alive primarily
Evo's-
because of
Oh yeah, Evo is Saturday.
yeah. So like
17th.
our Evo is actually this weekend. So if you haven't signed up for the SoulCalibur, let's see, where is this? Let me find it. And you're on PS4. Where is it? I'm looking for the. I can't find it. I'm so sad, dude. Oh, there it is. Yeah, July 17th, 16th, and 17th is our side tournaments, round 1, round 2, and then our finals are going to be on the 19th. So it's literally coming up this weekend / Monday? Question mark. Wow,
Well,
that's the one.
Maybe I'll watch it from my local.
Yeah, right. That's the 1 a.m. pulls things if I've ever seen them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's our game ain't dead, and you never know. You never know. Okubo might show up. You never know. So, you know, give that a patron. Like, you know, even though like it's not really a meme. The fact of the matter is that PS4 is kind of funky. We'll see. It's just because like it's not the PS4's fault per se. It's just that like if you're on a Slim especially, the game can't really run that well. So like if it overheats just a little bit, cause frame drops, and this game's really sensitive to that. But either way, you know, it's not like, oh, it's not a valid form of play, and like especially if you get to the later ends of the bracket, it's still gonna be fun to watch. So definitely give it a view, especially on Monday. And we'll, you know, I'll probably be there up until I have to go to work. So go and cause a mess up in there. But of course, you know, we also have, you know, offline events coming back, especially like Summer Jam, and then NEC. If you're gonna make time for anything, definitely go to NEC. That's like the mecca of this game. It's arguably probably the best major for the game, period. The end of story.
And Summer Jam's coming up.
Yeah, Summer Jam is pretty much next month. I'm hoping I'm gonna get PTO. I found out that my department is actually like all going on vacation on the same day, so I might be SOL, but we'll see. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
It'd be like that.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
Well, yeah, no, the game isn't dead. Game's still fun, and you still have a lot. This is the best time to learn, actually.
This game is
when everybody's
not
sleeping.
Yeah, this game is not fucking dead, and Soul does not exist in this game, so you're good. Or May.
Yeah.
There's no Soul, there's no May, there's no Ram. There's just there's Xephukai, but only in bracket. You know, and occasionally on PC ranked, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, congratulations to our top 3 and everyone else who came out and played today. Thank you all very much. Thank you to my commentators, Valkyrade, Sly, and Konmai. Very much appreciate it. I guess myself.
Yeah, you're the MVP here. I just came out of nowhere, bro.
I mean, hey, you still showed up. But anyway. Yeah, and then thank you to all the viewers who watched for tonight and also who donated to the Matcherino. We all very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. Reminder, I'm teaching orchestra camp for the next 2 weeks, so there will be no WNF SoulCalibur or bracket being hosted for the next 2 Wednesdays. I apologize, but I will be dealing with children. Well, I'm not teaching them. I'm actually playing with them. I'm just there to make sure they don't wander off and die.
Nice.
That's basically all I have to do. But I get free room and board, and I get paid for the whole weeks too. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, so 2-week hiatus. I'll post a reminder on my Twitter, and I'll try and post some reminders so that next week and you don't all forget. But yeah, I'll miss you guys, but I'll be back later, and we'll be back with episode 28. I think the first week of August is when we'll be back.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
Nice.
cool. All right, well, it's that time of night. I'm going to pass it off to this random dude, Tanuki, streaming the game and playing with viewers. So why not? All right. So I'll see you all in about 2 weeks. Thank you all so much. Have a good rest of your night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Raid is out.